for the first time since May 13th, 2017, and also for the first time since August 30th, 2015, MTWS is back and back in NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, as this event that's honestly been planned for like a year now, although there actually is another event I had planned for 2017 that didn't happen yet, and that's still postponed till whenever that can happen. But the long wait is over, as it's finally time to do another MTWS event. Last time we left off, it was in Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas, where we had an exciting event where Blood Rage won racing and Thunderbolt won freestyle in the wild event that was with that incredible Iron Wing 10th anniversary encore. But this time, we're down in NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas for a St. Louis style track. The first time in a long time since we last did this. In fact, I just looked it up. The last time we did a St. Louis style track was El Paso in the 2015 season finale back on December 27th, 2015. But that was a combination of St. Louis style and Vegas style racing. So the last time we did an actual St. Louis style track was that same day, but the Syracuse part of the season finale, which was the event before that. But this is a little bit of a twist, as this is, I don't know about the first, but one of the very first events where we actually have extra obstacles as part of racing. See, just like how it used to be for St. Louis style racing like in 2000. The roller of the car and then the racing lane. And then they took the turn to go over two sets of cars, which is going to be very difficult for the trucks, especially line up for both the turn and the turn after the jump, because they've never done this in a long time, if ever, so it's going to be quite difficult to get used to. So thank God they got qualifying for that, because the way they've been looking in practice, they've been getting a lot of air when they hit that first hill when they come back for the final turn and land on the racing lane, so that'll be pretty cool as well to get some crushing in. And of course, this is a unique field too, where it's an odd number event. It is 21 trucks, so that'll make a very interesting bracket, which I will reveal later on tonight when you all see that. But of course, let's now get to the field of the 21 trucks and finally debut the brand new truck that everyone's been waiting to see. So the first truck is a returnee. It's MTWS, the official sponsor of the league, competing its first event since the Louisville event back on Christmas 2016. Looking forward to seeing what it can do tonight in its near 2-year absence. Following that is another truck, Damage Control, which we haven't seen in almost 3 years. And it's brand new paint job too. Looking forward to seeing what it can do. Gonna have a tough competition, even with some of the less better trucks driving tonight. Then it's Total Chaos, another truck that hasn't competed in over 2 years. When we last saw it in the 2015 Runners-Up Cup, where it put up a sick run, including getting its first backflip. First time driving in that brand new paint job too. Looking forward to seeing what it can do as long as everyone else. Then it's another truck that hasn't competed in almost 3 years. War Machine, last time we saw it in the 2015 Runners-Up Cup. A lot of these trucks, I wanted them to compete earlier later on in 2017 in a second event, but unfortunately it never happened. So that's why it's taken such a long time for them to compete. At least War Machine will finally make its return after 3 years almost. Looking forward to see what it can do. Then we get to Night Stalker, which is another truck we haven't seen in a long time since the 2015 Runners-Up Cup. But this truck is the first time it's going to debut that new paint job, which was made over a year ago, if y'all remember, because it was going to compete in that second event, but never did. So that was basically a requirement for Night Stalker to compete in this event. Can't wait to see what it can do, especially in freestyle. Continuing off those new repaints, it's Madness next up. Last time we saw it was in the Vegas event last year, where it put up pretty impressive performance. Looking forward to see what it can do in that brand new paint job. If y'all remember 8 years ago when it drove on this track, it smashed into the double and did a major amount of damage too. Let's see if can't wait to see what it can do tonight. Then it's Topsy Turvy, who we saw last time in the Las Vegas event last year. Impressed and stunned everyone by making it all the way, I believe, to the quarterfinals, and put up the first backflip of the night and put up a sick run in freestyle. Let's see how well it could do here under that new freestyle theme as well. Along with, remember, doing that incredible jump to start off its freestyle last time it competed here. Then we get to the Swashbuckler with its even better pirate theme with the black and red blood waves. It's Ye Plunder, who we saw put up a nice run last time in Vegas. This is a truck that, if everything goes right, it can put up a good run in freestyle. Of course, what it can do in racing is its biggest concern. But since the field's not as good, maybe it could do good in racing this time around. Then it's the Reverser King, Predator, with those flashing, blinking eyes. Can't wait to see what it can do. I am looking forward to seeing what it'll do in freestyle. What will it reverse over since there's no backflip wall? This is going to be interesting to see what Predator can do. Last time we saw this truck, it almost did a backflip off the double from the Vegas event last year, and that's Wild Ride, a truck that we know can definitely put up a sick run, and with that updated feed, maybe it can finally do its regular intro in peace. Then we get to the first of the two Houston trucks that originally were here, starting off with Destroyer, who regularly can put up a good run here. And the Cyclone King, looking forward to see what it could do on this tight track, see if it can get a massive cyclone during freestyle. Then we get to the other truck, Bling, who always keeps the momentum flowing and can put up a sick run in freestyle. It's just racing where it struggles at. And the two Houston trucks here, maybe it and Destroyer will put up an impressive performance in front of the hometown crowd and have them spinners spinning. Then we get to some of the more better trucks in MTWS, starting off with Blood Rage, who won the last racing event last year in Las Vegas, as it is definitely looking forward to competing here, as it's been pretty consistently good in Houston, especially when it debuted here back in 2010, and is looking forward to getting another racing win. This truck is always good, but always underperforms in racing, but can put up a good run in freestyle if it has to. That is Patriot, who is looking forward to try and get around this tough racing track and get another racing win, which it kind of lacks overall in its career. This truck has gotten much better in freestyle over the last few years, and that is Eruption, and this is a truck that can be a major threat tonight in racing. Definitely a favorite to win racing. Then we get to the former champions and such, starting off with the 2014 racing champion, Crush and Run, who pretty disappointed and fell flat on its face last time out in Vegas, and especially in freestyle, hoping to prove everyone wrong that it could still be a contender on this tough racing track in front of these very tough field. This truck was runner-up for the very first racing title back in 2009. Unfortunately, is always an underperformer in racing, but can put up a sick freestyle just in case. And that is Crazy Bull, who definitely wants to finally get a racing win. It's been a long, elusive one, too, in the last few years. Then the former freestyle king, Crazy. Not well known for being good at racing, but can definitely put up a freestyle, as it's probably up there as like the second best freestyler behind only the defending champ Impala. Then it's the 2009 freestyle champion Mad Dog, spotting that incredibly beautiful new paint job, and hopefully its new theme song won't get this video blocked worldwide, which is recently done. Looking forward to see what it can do tonight, and hoping to sweep both racing and freestyle. Speaking of sweeping, this is a truck that can easily sweep everything, and that's the 5-time champion and defending racing champion Outlaw, who has struggled in freestyle the last few times, but is definitely looking forward to put up a run tonight and once again win another race. So that was 20 of the trucks, but remember, this is not 20 trucks. This is a field of 21, an odd number event. And now, time to reveal the brand new truck, a truck that I thought of honestly all the way back in 2009, almost 10 years ago, but I could never make it till earlier this year before I announced this event. Someone already found out the name, and I was playing stupid until it was finally revealed. And now, here we go. Please welcome the brand new truck that is going to compete for one time tonight. The moment we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Wild Drive onto the track, making its debut, as it's already going to start with some donuts right into the middle of the floor. Oh boy, I am looking forward to seeing what it can do tonight in qualifying, racing, and freestyle. That is going to be sick, as it drives near the middle of the track over the finish line. As it comes to a stop right there. What an incredible intro that was. But now, it is time to get ready for qualifying. And speaking of qualifying, as you take a look right there, Wild Drive is getting right at the line, getting ready to go, and start off qualifying. So how about that? Here we go. You just got to see Wild Drive, and now you're going to see it drive for the first time in racing. So here we go. Wild Drive to start qualifying. Alright, here we go. Wild Drive making its first qualifying pass, is going right over the racing lane. These turns and stuff are going to be quite difficult. It looks like it slid out a little bit right there over that one hill, and now going for that other set. Got some nice air, but almost overshot the turn. That could come back to haunt him in terms of racing, the time. Here we go, up that hill, up the racing lane, and that will be it, as the time is now coming in. And it's a 21.32 for Wild Drive, as that will get qualifying started. Not probably a good pass, but who knows? This is the first time anyone drove on this track, so it might be good. We'll have to wait and see. And with that, we now show the actual qualifying order after Wild Drive came out, as we're going to start off with Damage Control going up against Topsy Turvy, then Patriot versus Jeep Plunder, Total Chaos versus Crazy Bull, Wild Ride versus Eruption, MTWS versus Crazy, Blood Rage versus Bling, Night Stalker versus Mad Dog, Madness versus Destroyer, War Machine versus Predator, and then take a look at this. I wasn't planning this. This just ended up happening. The final matchup of qualifying is going to be Crush and Run and Outlaw. A huge racing matchup. That's going to be sick, hopefully, if they drive later tonight in the finals or something like that. That last race of qualifying is going to be sick. So that's the order, as we are now at the line, as Damage Control and Topsy Turvy are getting ready to go. As we'll see, will any of these trucks beat Wild Drive's time? Was Wild Drive's time good, bad? We're going to find out. So here we go for the rest of qualifying with Damage Control and Topsy Turvy. Alright, here we go for Damage Control and Topsy Turvy. They go over the cars. Here we go into turn for these two trucks. Damage Control went a little wide. Probably not used to driving because it's been like 3 years since they last competed. Topsy Turvy got some big air. So did Damage Control. Here we go into the turn. Although Topsy Turvy went a little wide as well. They're nearly even. Topsy Turvy land on the cars, and Topsy Turvy won that race. And Topsy Turvy got a 21.39 and Damage Control got a 21.94. So right now, Wild Drive still is number one time of 21.31 as Topsy Turvy's number 2. Both seem to be struggling, so maybe those times are probably up there as one of the worst times, but of course it's still too early to say. But hey, nice job for both trucks, especially Damage Control in its first race in like 3 years. And then we get to an actual matchup between a really good racer, as it'll be Patriot going up against Jeep Plunder, as they're both going to debut their new paint jobs. Let's see what they can do on this tough track. Alright, here we go. Ooh, Patriot had a little bit of a hole shot right there. Wow. And Patriot off the line to get things started. Alright, here we go. Really wide turn there by Patriot as Jeep Plunder's right there. They hit the cars at the same time. Here we go. Patriot with a big lead. Oh, Patriot went really high up in the air. Really wide. That could hurt the time. But here we go. Right for the cars. Got some big air. Lands on the racing lane, and Patriot will easily get the win there, as we're going to see the times now. And Patriot now has the number one time of 20.58. as Jeep Plunderer was right there with 21.3 run. These are the two highest, fastest runs so far. So good for them. Patriot, first one to get under 21 seconds. Alright, next up is Crazy Bull going up against Total Chaos. Let's see how another really good racer will handle this track to challenge Patriot's number one time. Here we go. Crazy Bull and Total Chaos going at it. As dead even right now, but the turns are going to be the crucial part. As Total Chaos really took a short turn. Crazy Bull went for a wide turn, but right now Crazy Bull has the lead. Total Chaos slowing down a bit. Awesome turn right there by Crazy Bull. Total Chaos really behind, and Crazy Bull will easily get the victory as both of them got huge air off the jumps. And holy crap, Crazy Bull's the number one qualifier now with 20.09 as Total Chaos is way back there with 21.68, the second slowest behind Damage Control. So Crazy Bull now the number one qualifier with Patriot number 2, as we still got many races left to go. Alright, now we get a big matchup for the qualifying, as it's going to be Eruption going up against Wild Ride. This will be one hell of a race for qualifying. These could easily get the top 2 times and beat Crazy Bull. Here we go. Alright, here we go. The big showdown, Wild Ride and Eruption. As looks like Wild Ride actually has the whole shot right now. Here we go in the turn. Oh, Wild Ride hit the turning car. That's going to hurt. But they're still nearly even right here. Holy shit. Big air right there, but that might hurt him as they got... Wild Ride really went wide right there. Eruption had an awesome turn right there. Uh-oh, Erupts off the side. Oh, no, landed really bad. That could be a 5-second penalty. Oh, no. And it would be a penalty as Eruption only got a 25.56 as Wild Ride has 20.33 second fast time. Look right here. Got big air, but off the side. Didn't even land on straight. Crushed the cars off the side. Not a good spot right there for Eruption. Really bad predicament as near last place in qualifying now. And of course with that, now Wild Ride has the second fastest time. Meanwhile, now we're on to our next race as it's Crazy going up against MTWS as MTWS is competing for the first time in almost 2 years. Let's see what it can do on this tight track. Here we go. Look like MTWS had a little bit of a hold shot. As here they go over cars. MTWS with the slight lead. Oh, MTWS hit the turning cars. That's going to hurt. As Crazy now with the big lead. Had a really good turn there. Nice save by MTWS. And another really good turn by Crazy as MTWS went really wide. Crazy managed to stay on the line in the racing lane. And Crazy dominated that race. And Crazy got the #1 qualifying time now of 19.88. Oh my goodness. Crazy is now the #1 qualifier with Crazy Bull right behind. Oh my god. Who would have thought anyone would get under 20 seconds here? But it would be Crazy of all trucks. Holy shit, what a dominant performance that was by Crazy. Well, with that, we're on to our next race now, which could be another big one, as it's Blood Rage going up against Bling. Here we go. Who will take down Crazy's incredible time? And here we go. Blood Rage and Bling. As both nearly look like Blood Rage. Ooh, Blood Rage got really close to the box fan right there. Really good turn for both of them. Blood Rage barely got on the line at the right spot. They're nearly even though. How about that? As here we go to the final turn. Really close right there. Got some big air and Blood Rage will just get the win. Blood Rage got a 20.39 and Bling got a 20.56. Really damn good times, but still nowhere near Crazy or Crazy Bull in their times. And now here we go for our next race. As Night Stalker is going up against Mad Dog. Let's see what Night Stalker can do in its first race in a really long time. Here we go, Mad Dog and Night Stalker going right for the racing lane. Look like Night Stalker has a little bit of a lead. So here we go into the turn. Mad Dog a little wide, as has a little bit of a lead going over the cars. Here we go to the other side. Equal there. The turn is where it matters. Mad Dog going to the turn first. Come out of it first, going right for the cars, and got some big air, and Mad Dog will win that. And Mad Dog laid down the second fastest time of 19.96, still short of beating Crazy, and Night Stalker got a 20.82, way back there, as Mad Dog so close but is second place right now. Also on the turn, Night Stalker actually hit part of the jammer, so one of the obstacles already took damage, and we still got racing to go through, let alone still finishing qualifying shit. As you can see right about here, it tapped the side of it, especially with the rear wheel. So we're down to the final 3 matchups, as next up is Madness versus Destroyer. This could be interesting. Here we go, Madness and Destroyer. Madness with that beautiful new paint job, as they look pretty damn even. Here we go into the turns. Nearly even right there, too. Nearly equal when they went to the cars. Here we go. Looked like Destroyer had the slight edge right there hitting the cars. Here we go into the turn. Destroyer went a little wide. Madness lost a lot of speed right here as Destroyer landed on the cars and got the win. And Destroyer got a 20.24 as Madness got 20.97. Destroyer, I believe, is now within the top 5 of the fastest qualifiers. Not bad, as they almost went off the edge of the map there, as we're down to our final 2 matchups, with Crazy still #1 at 19.88. Now up is War Machine and Predator getting ready to go. Been a long time since we've seen War Machine race. Looking forward to see what it can do in its comeback. So here we go. Alright, here we go. Got some nice air off the first lane. Big air off the racing lane. As here we go for the turn. War Machine went a little wide, as Predator has the lead for the moment. As we go for the next set of cars. Nearly equal. Huge sky wheelie by War Machine, but went really wide. Here we go. Predator spun out a little bit. They hit the cars evenly right there, and War Machine pulled off the comeback. And War Machine got a 20.83, whereas Predator fell behind with a 21.11. Not really good time right there. Surprisingly, since War Machine went so wide into that turn. But hey, at least welcome back to MTWS War Machine. And now the big showdown of qualifying. It's Crush and Run and Outlaw. The huge racing rivalry is about to be renewed. Who will win in this titanic showdown? And will any of these two knock off Crazy for the #1 qualifier? We're going to find out. Here we go. Here we go with that huge showdown. Crush and Run and Outlaw. These two are going at it. Here we go into the turn. Really good turn. Although Crush and Run went a little wide, as Outlaw has a big lead right here. Here we go. Big air they both got as they're coming into the turn. Much better turn by Crush and Run. Making the comeback. Big air. And what a race. Oh, it looked like Outlaw just barely crossed the line first. And these two, we get the #2 times. Outlaw won it with a 19.54. Crush and Run with a 19.68. Wow, what a showdown this was. And this could be a perfect preview of the finals possibly, since that is very easily possible now with those two at the top 2 seeds. Congratulations to both Crazy and Outlaw. They are the top 2 qualifiers. So as we now take a look at the qualifying times, we see Outlaw and Crush and Run, the top 2 seeds, and right behind them, who would have thought Crazy would get #3? That is unbelievable. For context, that would be like Jim Kohler getting #3 qualifier. That's how unbelievable that is. Mad Dog 4th place, then Crazy Bull 5th, 6th is Destroyer, 7th Wild Ride, 8th Blood Rage, 9th Bling, 10th Patriot, and 11th Night Stalker, as that's the first half. And then the final last place qualifiers is War Machine, then Madness, Predator, MTWS, Ye Plunderer, Wild Drive, Topsy Turvy, Total Chaos, Damage Control, and last place is Eruption with that 5-second penalty. Wow, that could really put the bracket out of the whack with that last place position. Alright, now the moment you've all been waiting for. How is this track racing bracket going to be with 21 trucks? Well, here we go. As we now take a look at the bracket, as you see, there are 5 races for round 1, and then after that, it goes from 21 down to the original 16 bracket and goes on as is. So round 1 would start off with Ye Plunder going up against Wild Drive. That'll be an interesting matchup for the first race to see the rookie going at it. Then it's Madness versus Damage Control, War Machine versus Eruption, MTWS versus Topsy Turvy, and then finishes off with Predator versus Total Chaos. And then in round 2, there will be Outlaw going up against either Ye Plunder or Wild Drive. Blood Rage versus Bling. These two went against each other in qualifying. They're going to have to go up against each other again. Crazy Bull going up against either Madness or Damage Control. Mad Dog going up against Eruption or War Machine. Oh my god, Mad Dog and Eruption going at that would be sick. Then Crazy going up against either MTWS or Topsy Turvy. Destroyer versus Night Stalker. Patriot versus Wild Ride. That would be another sick race for round 2. And then finally Predator or Topsy Turvy taking on Crush and Run. So that's the bracket for racing as we're getting ready to start round 1. As we are at the line, as Ye Plunderer and Wild Drive are ready to go to begin racing. This will be interesting to see the rookie compete in its first race after its first pass. Maybe got a little bit more of experience on this track. So let's get racing underway with round 1, starting off with Ye Plunderer versus Wild Drive. Here we go, racing underway as Ye Plunderer and Wild Drive are going at it. Looks like Ye Plunderer has a bit of a hole shot as here we go into the turn. Really deep right there for Ye Plunderer as Wild Drive now has the lead. As going over the cars, they're dead even now. Here we go to the final turn. Ye Plunderer once again really wide. Wild Drive hit the cars first and looked like Wild Drive got it, but it was a photo finish. What a dominant first race that was. As we still need to find out who won. As they came to the turn right here, Ye Plunder was really wide. Wild Drive had a better turn, but I guess Ye Plunder going wide had a little bit more of a speed, as Wild Drive hit the cars first, and it's right here where we need to slow down. And oh my god! It looks like Ye Plunder has come from behind to cross the line first, as we're now getting the times. And Ye Plunder got it with a 20.67 as Wild Drive fell short with a 20.64. Wow, what a race to get started. Ye Plunder got its first win since December 18th, 2015 back in New Orleans. Wow, what an impressive victory it was for Ye Plunder, as it will face Outlaw in round 2. Oh boy, that's going to be a hard-fought match. And good luck, Wild Drive, for at least put up a hard-fought effort against Ye Plunderer. So now we get our next matchup, as it's Madness getting ready to go against Damage Control. Can't wait to see what these two got. Whoever wins will face Crazy Bull in round 2. Here we go, Madness and Damage Control. As it looks like Madness has a little bit of a hole shot. As here we go into the turn. Both went really wide. Madness went almost off track, spun out a little bit. Damage Control has the lead right now as Madness is all over the place. Better have a good turn here in order to keep up, but Damage Control had another good turn as well. Here we go, got some nice here. Oh, Madness hit the side of the hill right there. Gonna be in trouble. Oh no, the side of the box fan ain't gonna go over. Oh my god, what a finish that was, and I didn't even pay attention because that was a photo finish between Damage Control and Madness as we're coming up here. Oh my god though, Madness flipped into the box fan at the end of the run. Oh my god, as here we go to the finish line. And yeah, looks like Damage Control might have done it right there. That's how close it is, as we now take a look at the times. And Damage Control got it with a 21.50. Madness did get a 5-second penalty for not hitting that first jump correctly when it was coming back. Didn't notice it at first. I was so distracted by its flipping shit. So it didn't matter in the end if Madness did get the victory. That 5-second penalty would have ruined it. So Damage Control got the win, as Madness flipping into the box fan. Nothing like hitting a freestyle obstacle before you even get there. No damage done to Madness, but not liking the paint already coming off before we get the freestyle. Oh boy. So Damage Control is moving on to face Crazy Bull in round 2. Wow, we've had 2 photo finish races to start tonight, and we're still in round 1, believe it or not, and not even against good racers. But of course, we're going to get our first good racer now, Eruption, who's trying to make up for that terrible qualifying run, as it's going up against War Machine. It's going to be a tough challenge for War Machine. So here we go for our next race. Whoever wins will face Mad Dog in round 2. Here we go, Eruption and War Machine going at it, as they look dead even so far. But here we go to the turn, as Eruption went a little wide, but War Machine a little bit slow, so Eruption has a slight lead so far. Going to the second hill. Okay, a big lead now, like a whole truck lead. Eruption went wide once again. War Machine had a tight turn, but lost a lot of speed, and it's going to be Eruption with the easy victory. No effort at all for Eruption. That was an easy victory, and I didn't notice this at the end. War Machine actually tapped the box fan, so lost some more paint right there. I see a dominant victory right there for Eruption. That's going to set up a huge showdown in round 2, as it will face Mad Dog. What a sick race that would be. As you'll see right here. Over the cars, watch this. There you go, War Machine tapped the box fan right there to knock some more paint off. So here we go for our next matchup, as it's MTWS going up against Topsy Turvy. What a showdown this will be. Let's see what MTWS can do in its first racing appearance since Louisville almost 2 years ago. And of course, you remember how far Topsy Turvy went last time out in Vegas. And the winner of this would face Crazy in round 2, which could be an easy matchup perhaps. Here we go, MTWS and Topsy Turvy, as MTWS with a little bit of a hole shot. As we go into the turns, MTWS went really wide, Topsy Turvy spun out a little bit. This is a big opportunity for MTWS to make a huge catch-up, as it already has the lead. Here we go into the turn, MTWS a little bit wide right here. Oh, did hit the racing rain correctly. Oh, that's going to be a 5-second penalty, and Topsy Turvy will get the win. Oh man, what a blown opportunity for MTWS. It had like a whole second lead over the cars when it crossed the line. Just didn't line up correctly for the racing lane. That's going to hurt. If Topsy-Turvy was 5 seconds slower, it wouldn't have mattered, but in the end, Topsy-Turvy will move on thanks to MTWS's screw-up, as they'll face Crazy in round 2. Alright, now we're down to our final matchup of round 1, as it's Predator versus Topsy-Turvy. Whoever wins this will face Crush and Run in round 2. This is going to be quite an interesting match, so here we go. Here we go! Predator and Topsy-Turvy at it. The final race of round 1 as Predator has the hole shot so far. Go around his turn. Predator went really wide. Topsy-Turvy almost spun out a bit. Uh-oh! Total Chaos really went really wide. And they're really close now. Here we go to the final turn. Total Chaos with a nice turn. Predator's catching up though. And Predator got the huge win right there. Oh! Nosedive by Total Chaos but held on. It looked like Total Chaos when it hit the racing lane. It slowed down, which gave Predator the advantage to get the win, as Predator is going to move on to face Crush and Run round 2, as Total Chaos had the lead right there. Huge air by Predator. Yeah, land on the cars a little bit more closer so it didn't lose a lot of momentum, and Total Chaos with that nosedive. That was awesome. And Predator, as you saw right there, actually touched the box fan again, so wow, everyone's touching the box fan. Well, with that, round 1 is in the books, as we're now looking forward to round 2, as we look at all these incredible matchups, starting off with Outlaw going up against the Plunderer, then Blood Rage going up against Bling, Crazy Bull going up against Damage Control, Eruption going up against Mad Dog. That's going to be one hell of a matchup. Interesting one too, be Crazy versus Topsy-Turvy, then Destroyer versus Night Stalker, another big one, Patriot versus Wild Ride, and we finish it off with Predator versus Crush and Run. We had 21 trucks, now we're down to 16, as we're going to go the usual route of 16. As we go look at the line, as Outlaw and Ye Plunderer are ready to go to start round 2. This will be hopefully an incredible round 2, so let's get it underway. Outlaw and Ye Plunderer. And now to get round 2 started, Outlaw and Ye Plunderer, as Outlaw with a bit of a hole shot. Here we go down into the turn. Really wide by Outlaw, and Ye Plunderer nearly even right here. Here we go up the jump. Outlaw has a huge lead now. Ye Plunderer must have screwed up a little bit. Outlaw, not really a good turn, but still having a huge lead. Gonna hit the cars first, and Outlaw will easily get the win. Ye Plunderer tried its best, but just couldn't keep up with the defending racing champion, as Outlaw is moving on to round 2, and now to find out its opponent. And speaking of which, we're at the line, as it's Bling and Blood Rage gonna go at. They went up against each other in qualifying. We'll see what they do here. Whoever wins will face Outlaw in the quarterfinals. So here we go with a big showdown in round 2. Here we go! These two were pretty close in qualifying. Can't wait to see what they do here, as Blood Rage right now has the hole shot. As here we go into the turn. Blood Rage really wide right there. Bling spun out a little bit. Way off course for Bling, as Blood Rage is now in control. As here we go. Oh! Blood Rage hits the turning car, but Bling went really wide. Blood Rage hits the cars first, and Blood Rage will get the win just barely, as nosedive from Bling. Bling blew a big opportunity right there with Blood Rage screwing up on that turn. If it just made the turn better, it might have been able to pull off the upset, but with that, Blood Rage better get ready to go, because a big showdown in the quarterfinals, as they'll face Outlaw. That is going to be sick. Now we get our next matchup set up, as Crazy Bull is ready to go against Damage Control. So let's get this underway. Go as they both went off the line at the same time. Look like Damage Control right now has a little bit of a hole shot, but that's going to be probably going to turn, as Crazy Bull went really wide, and Damage Control with the lead, as still has the lead over the cars. This could be an upset in the works, but Damage Control went really wide. Crazy Bull is making the comeback and is gonna win it. What a blown opportunity for Damage Control. Man, another blown opportunity, as both the better trucks, Blood Rage and Crazy Bull, have struggled out here. That's definitely not a good sign for them, as they got to move on to round 2, because the competition is going to get much more fierce. Well, our next matchup is a huge one, probably the biggest matchup of round 2, as it's Mad Dog and Eruption are going to go at. These two are going to be one hell of a dogfight for that round 2 speed quarterfinal spot to face Crazy Bull. So let's get it underway. Here we go! The big showdown! Mad Dog, Eruption, as they're nearly equal right there coming off the line. As here we go into the turn. Nearly even. Eruption. Oh, Eruption spun out a little bit off that jump. Barrel lap correctly and still tied up. Here we go into the turn. This is going to be crucial. Really good turn right there. Eruption with a little bit of a lead. And Eruption will get the victory. Eruption is moving on. What a race that was. They were dead even. I don't know how. I guess Eruption must have had a better turn or something like that to get that massive speed boost to pretty much win single-handedly by almost a truck length over Mad Dog on the final jump. So how about that? Eruption, after doing so terrible in qualifying, is now moving on to the quarterfinals to face Crazy Bull. That matchup will be sick. And speaking of really interesting matchups, here's another one. Crazy and Topsy Turvy. One of these two surprising trucks are going to the quarterfinals. Who would have thought that? Especially Crazy getting the third overall qualifying spot. Let's get this underway as we'll be halfway through round 2. And now here we go as Crazy and Topsy Turvy going at it. As here we go into that turn. Crazy look a little bit wide right there, but Crazy has a little bit of a lead. As here we go over those jumps, still has the lead. The turn is going to be crucial as they both had a really good turn. They're even still. Here we go to the jump. Big air. Oh, the photo finish. What a race that was. Oh my God, what a race that was between two not really good racers. This is going to be close. As we watch them right there, they were pretty awesome at the turn right here. But of course, it's going to come down to this. It's going to be really close. One of these surprise trucks is going to make it to the quarterfinals as we come down here. Crazy hit the turn first. As see right there, look, Topsy Turvy might have had a little bit better turn. Crazy hit the cars right here. Maybe the land might have hurt Crazy a bit. As we come up to the spot, and there we go. Wow, they look like they crossed together. That means it's going to be very, very close as here comes the time. And Topsy Turvy did it with a 20.05. Crazy got a 20.16. Wow, what a close race that was. But in the end, Crazy's perfect, well, not perfect, but dominant start to racing fell short as Topsy Turvy is going back to the quarterfinals for, I believe, the second event in a row. Holy shit. Dominant performance racing-wise for Topsy Turvy's last few events. Well, that sets up one interesting side of the quarterfinals that's going to be really weird having one of these three trucks possibly making it to the semifinals. That would be something. As here we go, our next matchup is Destroyer going up against Night Stalker. Here we go with this interesting showdown. Here we go as Destroyer and Night Stalker going at it. Destroyer with the whole shot so far. So here we go into the turn. Destroyer went a little wide. Night Stalker spun out a little bit, but has the lead. But Night Stalker is all over the place right here. As Destroyer, oh, watch out, almost hits the van. Going really wide. Oh no, Destroyer is really blowing opportunity right there. As, oh no, got a 5-second and a 10-second penalty there. Wow, what a debacle that was. In one of the most ugliest races in most recent MTWS history, Night Stalker is moving on as both struggle, but look at this debacle and meltdown Destroyer had after Night Stalker screwed up right there. Destroyer went almost wide, almost hits the fan stack right there, even though tire shows it like went through it, went wide, barely avoided the car, and then didn't line up in time and hits the hill in the racing lane, not straight on, and 10-second penalty, and Night Stalker straight up won it. Wow, what a blown opportunity for Destroyer, as this night is done in racing, as Night Stalker moving on to the quarterfinals and possibly semifinals on the line now. And with that, both Houston trucks went down. That was something in round 2. So now we go as we're winding down round 2 with our next matchup, another big racing matchup, as Wild Ride and Patriot are going at it. Here we go, Patriot and Wild Ride going at it, as looks like, oh, actually they're tied right there, look like. Here we go in a turn, very crucial. They look dead even so far, and they are! Here we go, for the cars. They're still pretty even. Here we go into the turn, uh-oh, Patriot, Wild Ride's a little wide. Patriot got some nice air right there. Oh, hit the sideline, oh, Wild Ride missed the ramp completely. Oh man, both of them did really bad after that last jump. Patriot got the 5-second penalty, but it doesn't matter because Wild Ride missed the ramp completely. And if you do that in MTWS, it's an automatic DNQ. So Patriot, despite the penalty, is moving on to the quarterfinals, I mean to say. Wow, if Wild Ride just lined up straight and went for the hill. Even if it was behind, it would have just outright won. What a blown opportunity that was right there. Just couldn't line up straight and just missed the ramp completely. Wow, didn't even hit the start ramp. And now here we go for the final race of round 2, as it's going to be the former racing champion Crush and Run going up against Predator. Whoever wins will face Patriot in quarterfinals. So here we go. Here we go as they got off the line together. And right now they look dead even as here we go to the first turn. As here's Crush and Run's chance to get a huge lead. As nope, they're still even. Patriot's hanging right there with Crush and Run so far as they're still even. The turn is where it matters. Right here, pretty good turn by both of them. They're still pretty damn even. And it's almost a photo finish, but Crush and Run got it. Wow, that was a really surprising close race. And Patriot gave Crush and Run everything it had, but in the end it just couldn't keep up. Wow, it was really, really close with Crush and Run right there from begin to almost the end. And with that, round 2 is now in the books as we take a look at the quarterfinals bracket now. And oh boy, all of them are very interesting and very huge matchups as we start off with Outlaw and Blood Rage going at it. That is going to be huge. And after that, another huge matchup as it's going to be Crazy Bull going up against Eruption, who has made it all the way from round 1 so far. And then after that, another truck from round 1, Topsy Turvy going up against Night Stalker. These two aren't really known for being racers, but one of these two is going to be in the semifinals, which is going to be awesome. And then we finished off with a huge showdown as it's Patriot going up against Crush and Run. And now we begin this incredible quarterfinals with an incredible matchup, Outlaw and Blood Rage. In fact, I believe this is the first time they're actually going to race each other in racing since the 2015 Racing Championship. So that would be something for their first rematch since then. So let's get the quarterfinals underway. Outlaw versus Blood Rage. Here we go for the big showdown. Outlaw and Blood Rage as they look dead even at the moment. Here we go to the turn as both pretty well right here. Blood Rage with the slight lead. Looking a little bit off the side a bit, but still hang in there. Outlaw is right there too. Here we go to the final turn. Going right for hill. Oh! Blood Rage hit the side of the hill. And that's a 5-second penalty as it goes up the fountain as well. Oh man, they were pretty damn even as Outlaw is moving on to the semifinals. Blood Rage gave it all it could, but that 5-second penalty, but then again, it lost outright to Outlaw, so it really had no chance right there. So, Outlaw moving on as Blood Rage is just banging on itself and blaming itself for that loss. And now another big showdown as it's Crazy Bull and Eruption going at it. This is going to be sick. Here we go. Here we go! Crazy Bull and Eruption. As this is going to be one hell of a battle. Whoever wins will face Outlaw in the semifinals. As both had a really good turn. Eruption a little off the side a bit. Same goes for Crazy Bull, but they're still dead even. Here we go to the turn. They're still even by and large. Crazy Bull has the bigger lead, and Crazy Bull will get it. Man, how did Crazy Bull get that open? Man, I still have no idea how did Crazy Bull do that. They were right there even with each other until the final turn where Crazy Bull somehow got the lead. But hey, Crazy Bull, a pretty big win because it's always been inconsistent in racing. It is now in the semifinals as Eruption fell short of making it to the semifinals. Well, we had two incredible races, but now we got to get to the very interesting, honestly, matchup of the quarterfinals as it's Topsy Turvy going up against Night Stalker. Hard to believe one of these two trucks is going to be in the semifinals, in a semifinals full of incredible racers and racing champions. Who of these trucks is going to be the odd one in? Here we go, Topsy Turvy and Night Stalker. Alright, here we go. Topsy Turvy and Night Stalker. One of these two are going to be in the semifinals, which would be quite a surprise. As we go into the turn, Topsy Turvy a little wide. They're dead even so far. As Topsy Turvy went a little wide right there. Got some nice there, avoid the van stack. Here we go. It looks like Topsy-Turvy went a little wide, though. Here we go. Big air right there. And it's almost a photo finish, but it looks like Topsy-Turvy got it. And Topsy-Turvy got it with a 20.64, as Night Stalker was right behind the 20.78. Very close race between those two. But of course, once again, Topsy-Turvy moving on to the semifinals. Quite impressive how far it's gotten these last few events in terms of racing. And now the final matchup of the quarterfinals. And it is a big one, as Patriot is going up against Crush and Run, with very likely one of these two trucks going to the finals, unless Topsy-Turvy somehow pulls off an upset. So here we go. Here we go. Patriot and Crush and Run going at it, as looks like Patriot has a little bit of a lead. Here we go in that very crucial turn. Patriot looked a little wide, a little spun out a bit, as Crush and Run has the lead. As going right for cars, Crush and Run with a slight lead once again. Here we go to the turn. Patriot look a little wide. Crush and Run still has the lead, and Crush and Run will just barely get the win. Crush and Run almost blew it as it hit the racing lane and slowed it down, but in the end it managed to keep up and get the victory over Patriot, as it is moving on to the semifinals. And with that, the crazy quarterfinals is now in the books, as we're down to the final four, the semifinals. And oh my god, what a matchup it is going to be to start the semifinals. Outlaw and Crazy Bull are going to go at it. Hopefully it will be a close race, since the last bunch of times, I mean to say, these two going against each other has been quite lopsided in Outlaw's favor. And then after that, it's going to be Topsy-Turvy, the underdog, having a lot of pressure going up against Crush and Run. That is going to be awesome. So now, at the line, getting ready to go, is that big showdown. Outlaw and Crazy Bull, two historic racing rivals, including, of course, remember, going at each other for the 2009 racing title. This is going to be a sick showdown. Will Crazy Bull finally one up Outlaw finally after all these years of struggling? Or will Outlaw once again make it to another finals? Here we go, Outlaw and Crazy Bull. And here we go with that big showdown as Outlaw and Crazy Bull are at the line as they cross the race lane. They look dead even so far. Here we go into that turn. Crazy Bull actually has the lead. How about that? As Outlaw needs to play catch up. A little squirrely right there. This could be Crazy Bull's chances. Outlaw looks a little wide right there. Crazy Bull hits the hill first. And Crazy Bull has done it! For the first time in a long time, Crazy Bull has beaten Outlaw. And Crazy Bull has knocked off Outlaw in racing for the first time since November 22nd, 2015, back in Tampa. What a huge win that was. Crazy Bull looked awesome and sharp. In fact, had a time of 19.61, which is, I believe, the third or second fastest time of the night so far. So really impressive performance. As Crazy Bull will move on to the finals. Well, now we know the one opponent. Now we gotta find out the other. And this is gonna be an interesting showdown. Topsy-Turvy going up against Crush and Run. Topsy-Turvy somehow got really lucky and made all the way here to the semifinals, but now it has one more opponent to beat, and this time it's an actual legit racer and former racing champion, Crush and Run. Whoever wins will face Crazy Bull in the finals. So here we go! And here we go with that interesting showdown between Crush and Run and Topsy-Turvy. As here we go to the turn. Great turn by both of them. Looks like Topsy-Turvy a little slow and spun out a bit, as Crush and Run has the slight lead so far, like a truck lead almost. Here we go into the turn. Topsy-Turvy was really wide right there, and Crush and Run will easily get the victory. Well, when Topsy-Turvy went up against an actual racing champion, it got put in its place. Didn't stand a single chance against Crush and Run. What a dominant performance that was by the former racing champion, as it is now moving on to the final. And not only that, Crush and Run had the number 2 qualifying time of the event with a 19.58 on that pass. What a dominant performance Crush and Run did. And with that, the finals is set. Wow, this is a finals I most certainly wasn't expecting. Crazy Bull and Crush and Run. I legit thought it was going to be Outlaw and Crush and Run, and we almost got it too if you think about it. Halfway there too, and they both made it to the semifinals. But we had 21 trucks. Now it's down to the final 2, as they are going to try and go at it for the win. Funny enough, Crush and Run is the last truck to win an event here in Houston back in 2015, when it won racing at least. So Crush and Run is trying to go for the repeat. Meanwhile, Crazy Bull is trying to get its first racing win since that Tampa event back in 2015 that I mentioned earlier. Wow, what an exciting matchup this is going to be. This is going to be incredible. So, let's get to the line. So, we are now at the line, getting ready to go for this one hell of a finals between 2 legends in this league when it comes to racing. So, let's introduce our finalists. Representing the left lane on our screen, it is a all-time dominant racer in this league, but always is usually snake-bitten and falls short. It is a truck that long desires a racing title, but just hasn't gotten it yet. It is the 2009 racing runner-up, and it's never been close since. It had the 5th #1 qualifying time, and as it struggled in round 2, it got quicker and better in each lap. It beat Damage Control in round 2, then Eruption in the quarterfinals, and then the defending racing champion arch rival Outlaw in the semifinals to get here. Here it is in the left lane, Crazy Bull. And in the right lane to us, it is the 2014 racing champion and of course the 2012 runner-up for racing. It won here last time in racing and is looking forward to trying to get the back-to-back. It was the #2 qualifier tonight. It put up the 2nd fastest time of this event so far. It beat Predator in round 2, Patriot in the quarterfinals, and Topsy Turvy in the semifinals, and just like Crazy Bull, it got quicker and quicker each lap after struggling in round 2. Ready to go to try and win this again, there is Crush and Run! Well, the moment we've been waiting for. It is time for the finals. Will it be Crazy Bull or Crush and Run? An exciting finals that I didn't expect. And this is going to be absolutely sick. Here we go for the finals. Crazy Bull versus Crush and Run. Here we go. Crazy Bull and Crush and Run going at it as they're dead even so far. Here we go to the turns. As Crazy Bull really slowed down right there, and Crush and Run has the slight lead, but Crazy Bull is not that far behind, and Crazy Bull's made the comeback so far. Here we go to the final turn. They look dead even. They're going for the race lane at the same time, and oh, the photo finish. It looked like Crazy Bull crossed first, though. What a close race that was. We still have no idea who won, but it looked really close, like it was Crazy Bull. They were like dead even by and large right here. Both of them went into the turns by and large at the same angle. As we now slowed it down even more. They look like they hit the hill right there at the exact same time. And it looks like they landed right on that first car. And here we go right here. And oh my, how close that was. And it looks like Crazy Bull has done it, but we still need the times as here they come. And oh my goodness, Crazy Bull has done it. And not only that, look at those times. Those are the 2 fastest times tonight. Crazy Bull won it with a 19.35. Crush and Run had the 2nd fastest at 19.51. So both of them gave it their best effort. And in the end for Crush and Run, it just wasn't enough as Crazy Bull has done it. Crazy Bull has won its first race since Tampa back in November 22nd, 2015. Wow, what a win that was. And now Crazy Bull is sitting near the van stack, celebrating its win in front of the fans. First racing win in 3 years. It feels great for it to probably not only get a racing win, but to take down some of the better racers that have regularly caused it fits for the last bunch of years. It feels great, and it's a satisfactory feeling for it, and it put up the fastest time too. Wow, what a dominant victory that was for Crazy Bull. But of course, as you know, with monster truck events, we're only a third, 2/3 of the way done now. We've gone through qualifying, we've gone through racing, but now it's time for freestyle. And speaking of freestyle, here is the updated obstacles now for freestyle, as I took out all the racing lanes and put all the cars together. As you see right now, we got 5 different stacks of cars to crush, because monster trucks crush cars. That's what they do best, and that's what the fans of MTWS want. And I also put a step up out in the middle of the tunnel, right in front of it too, and a whole bunch of room there for everyone to even coming out of the tunnel, just go right for that step up to get as big of air as possible. That would be awesome. I got a whole bunch of crazy obstacles probably planned in the works, so be on the lookout for that, because this is not all of them at all. So anyways, here is the order for freestyle, or at least the first 11 trucks, as Wild Drive, of course, being the brand new truck, is going to start off first. After that, it'll be Damage Control, then War Machine, Crush and Run, Crazy Bull, Total Chaos, Topsy Turvy, Night Stalker, Madness, Ye Plunder, and MTWS. And then we get to the second half of freestyle, the final 10 trucks, which will be Predator, Patriot, Blood Rage, Eruption, Destroyer, Wild Ride, Bling, Outlaw, Mad Dog, and Crazy to finish it up. Well, we've seen some crazy results in qualifying and racing, but it's now time to get underway for freestyle, which it sucks that a whole bunch of the obstacles already got damaged, but now they can get damaged in the better way for freestyle, of course. As we look at the tunnel, as we are getting ready for Wild Drive to make its debut in freestyle. Kind of disappointing that it didn't get far in qualifying and racing as it wanted to, but hey, now it can let it all out in freestyle for its final appearance. So give a round of applause for Wild Drive as we get ready for freestyle. And now here comes Damage Control onto the track, going right for the step up, got some big air. One of the least good freestylers in the league is going right for the cars as it's making its first run in that brand new paint. Going out for the van stack, just going to crawl over it. And over the 0-2, got some nice air off of it. Going around that van stack as a score to beat that 23 by Wild Drive. Now going right for the cars, got some nice air off of them. And now going for the other stack too. Oh, got caught right there because of the faces on the obstacle. So far, put up a good run, unusual for Damage Control, as it's his first freestyle since the 2015 Runners-Up Cup, which was almost 3 years ago. As halfway through the run, going right back for the step up, got some nice air off of it. As going around the cars, going right for that plus stack, as got some nice air off of it. Hit a good bunch of obstacles already out here. As line up for the cars, put up a solid run. Need to put up something big to challenge Wild Drive. As down to the final 30 seconds of regulation. Going around. Looks like lined up for the van stack. The ramp side. Got some big air off of it. That was the biggest jump so far. Goes around the van. Right for the step up. I mean a jammer. First time anyone touched it. Outside of whoever was in racing. That took the paint off as the clock wind down. Getting a whole bunch of speed. As lines up for the step up. Just came to stop though. As the clock winded down. Will it hit something in time? And nope, it will not. That's it for bonus regulation. Now in bonus time is avoid the cars. Going for that stack right there. That's some nice air. As now lines up into a donut right there. About time since Damage Wild Drive couldn't get to do it earlier. And only got a few rotations in. As the clock wind down, needs to hurry up. Smashes into those cars. Got a huge sky wheelie. Alright, time winding down. Will it hit something in time? That's like spinning out almost. Alright, better hurry. As going to go for the cars right there. Got some nice air. And that will be it for bonus time. As the scores are in. As Damage Control still continues on. Going now up the bus stack. And it's going to park it right there. As Damage, it wasn't as good as its last run back in the 2015 Runners-Up Cup, but that still was up there as one of Damage Control's best runs. Although the highlights, there weren't that many of them, so still a good run nonetheless, as the scores are now coming in. As it is a 19 in regulation plus 1 bonus point, and Damage Control will get a 20 and be second place at the moment. So 2 trucks in, already seen some incredible highlights. Can't wait to see what we can do with the next 19. Here comes War Machine on the track to challenge that 23 mean to say, by Wild Drive, going right for the cars. First time we're seeing it compete in freestyle since the 2015 Runners-Up Cup, just like Damage Control. As going around everything, lines up for the jammer, kind of crooked off the side, there we go. Gonna almost hit the side of the van stack. Gonna go for that van stack, got a nice sky wheel over, jumped it, landed on the ramp, coming down. Off to a good start. Lines up now right for the step up. Got some big air off it. That might be one of the biggest jumps so far off of it. We're having a lot of aggression going right for the cars. Now lines up right for that bus stack. Big air off of it. Looked like almost got caught by the face too. As we're nearing halfway through regulation around that van stack. Has taken a really long turn towards the wall, and good reason, because it's going for the box van. First time anyone touched that and got some big air. Now going for the van. Gonna hit the van off the side. And uh-oh, in trouble. On 2 wheels. And will get the save, but wasted a whole bunch of time right there. That's gonna hurt. Need to pick up the pace. As going right back for the box van. How about that? 2 hits. The first time anyone touched it. I had already put 2 hits over it. And slowing down. Gonna go line up for a sideways hit on the fountain. Jumped it 2. Missed the fountain. The remaining fountain completely as well. And going for the cars. Going out for that jammer. Nice air off of it. As going around to line up right for the bus stack. And it'll get just in time. Big air off it. As we're now in bonus time for War Machine. Smashed into the cars. As now going right for. Turn around. Nope, not for the fountain. In between the step up. Going right for those cars. Got some big air to go combo up the bus stack. Got a lot of air off it too. really putting up a run challenge wild drive, but needs to hurry up. Run out of time for a few more hits remaining. Going right for the van and gonna crush it too! Beautifully! Asugoi, that was awesome. Crushed the van, huge skywheeling, crushed the remains of that one too. And that's in bonus time. What a finish that was for War Machine, as still going on around the cars, as line up now into a donut, but of course none of this will count towards the score. As still going on, what an impressive run this was by War Machine, as finally coming to a stop. What a great run that was. You better be watching out, Wild Drive, because it looks like War Machine might be taking the lead, as we got a whole bunch of highlights right here. Went right for the box van twice. Got probably the biggest here so far off the step up. Went for the fountain sideways. Got a nice save off the side of the van stack. I really like right there. And then crushed the van when went for it too. That was beautiful. Reminded me a lot of like when Lindsey Wink went for the double on World Finals 8. That was beautiful. As look at these highlights still coming in as we still waiting for the scores. As they're coming in a second. That was a beautiful crush right there. As land around the van too, beautifully flattened it. As coming down, and here comes the scores. And it's a 23 regulation plus 2 bonus points, and War Machine will take the lead with a 25, leading by 2 points. Man, that was like one of its best runs ever so far in its early career. What a sick run that was, as War Machine is now leading. Here comes Crush and Run onto the track to challenge at 25 by War Machine. Crush and Run was the runner-up in racing, fell just short of winning racing once again. It put up the second fastest time, but just couldn't beat Crazy Bull. And as usual, Crush and Run driving around the track, getting the crowd pumped up as it lines up for the big hill, most likely to step up. As it drives around it, turning around. And here we go, line up for it, and got some big air off of it to start the clock, and it actually jumped the race to finish line. So that was probably the biggest jump so far, as got caught by the face. That's definitely not good. But I don't think War Machine even got past the finish line when it went for it. Up the bus stack, nice sky wheelie, and going right for those cars, as nosedived a bit. Now lines up right for that van stack, as here we go, right for it, big air off of it. As going to go right for that van stack and nosedived it down into the other van. Got another squealy off of it. A good run so far. Want to make up for that last terrible event where it flipped very early freestyle in the Vegas event last year. Got some nice air off the cars. Got really close to the box van. Here we go. Lines up for the fountain. Jumps it. Managed to get over it. And is going to go right for that bus stack as we're past the halfway mark for regulation. Still going strong. Around the cars. As looks like going for this stack of cars. As beautifully crushed them once again. Final 30 seconds of regulation. What can Crush and Run do? As lines up. Hey, here we go for the step up. The first time anyone touched that one after 4 trucks in. So now I think every obstacle's been touched in some way. As it went over the bus stack. Here we go. Right for that van stack. The double. And gonna land on top of the van. Got the closest to clearing it so far. Jumped that van beautifully right there. Nice air. As the clock wind down, a few seconds remaining, and it's going to go line up for the step up, and going to land on top of the cars, and that's it for regulation. Crush and Run is now in bonus time, as going right for those cars. Here we go, right for the bus stack once again, just crawled over it, and going to go for the backside of the step up. And here we go, something unique, hit the fountain from that side. Got caught, but held on. Nice save, still the fountain's still running. Here we go. Right for the box van. Got some nice air to fill out the clock. Might have enough time for one more hit. And we'll hit the jammer just in time. That is it for bonus time. As Crush and Run has put up a great run so far. Hits the cars. Got some nice air off of it. But of course, remember, none of this counts towards the score. And sliding out right there to end the run. Great run by Crush and Run. As we still got to wait for the scores to come in. And got some big air off the step up, the van stack, kind of a crooked land off the fountain, went jumped to 2, hit that other step up, hit probably everything out there I'm pretty sure of when it crushed that van. That was beautiful. Yeah, watch here, got hit the fountain off the side, got caught, but managed to hold on. A great run that was, as the scores are now coming in for Crush and Run, and it's a 22 in regulation plus 1 bonus point, and Crush and Run will be third place right now with a 23, right behind Wild Drive, but still behind War Machine by 2 points. But now, it's time to see, will this truck go for the double down? We're gonna see. Here comes Crazy Bull. Here comes the racing winner, Crazy Bull, going right for the step up. Got the biggest jump off of it so far, as going right for the cars. Talk about announcing your presence with a 6 start, as the only one left that can go for the double down. Goes right for the cars. Got some nice air off of it. Probably still celebrating win his first race in many years. Is going right for those cars. I guess going to combo up with those cars, and here we go. Man, Crazy Bull, within 30 seconds, hitting one obstacle after another. As going around the stuff right here. Going to hit the side of the fountain. Nice crossbred sky wheelie. Had a bit of a slap wheelie trying to go. As now lines up for that box fan. Up and over with some big air right there. As going to go around the van stack to hit the jammer. Another sky wheelie right there. Halfway through the run, Crazy Bull is putting up a run that can probably lead for a while. And it's got some big air off the bus stack. Holy shit, what a run this is. Into the cars. Almost might have tapped the side of the fountain. As down to the final 30 seconds of regulation. As gonna go line up for a step up. Jumps the bus stack! Azugoi, that was beautiful. The first time anyone ever did that tonight. I was waiting for someone to do that. Going for the double. Lands on top of the van. Couldn't clear it still. And slow down. Huge sky wheelie lands on top of the remains of that van. What a run Crazy Bull is putting up. This is sick. As down to the final few seconds. Cross threads over the fountain. That's nice there. Oh, stuffed it into the cars. That's not good. It's stuck and still stuck as we're now in regulation. Man, it stuffed hard into the cars as it finally got off. It wasted way too much time. Needs to really pick up the pace. That could hurt its momentum. As went over the bus stack. And now here we go lining up. Let's see what's it gonna do. Oh, gonna go for it sideways up the van stack. How about that? Unfortunately, it's very difficult to make it hittable and wasted a whole bunch of time still. That was unique, though. Better hurry up. Running out of time. As he's going to go right for the backside of the step-up. Huge sky wheelie right there. Takes a hard hit on landing. Broke the tire rod. Lost rear steering. Is going to stop right into the tunnel. What a run that was by Crazy Bull. That was sick. The only problem was, of course, it's lost a lot of momentum in bonus time. That can come back to bite it in the ass in terms of score. But that was awesome. Jumped the bus stack. About time someone did that from that step up. Man, that run was just absolutely sick. Still waiting for someone to outright clear that double of that van stack, which no one's done yet. Score to beat, like I said, that 25 by War Machine. We're going to find in a moment that will be enough. But, geez, this was a sick run, including that sky wheelie off the step up. Broke the tire rod on landing, lost the rear steer right there. And here comes the scores. And it's a 26 in regulation plus 2 bonus points. Crazy Bull takes the lead with a 28. Quite stiff. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher than that. But hey, Crazy Bull now leads freestyle. And since we're now 5 trucks through and kind of basically like a quarter of the way through the event, it's time to bring out a new bonus obstacle. And that is we're bringing out the RV on a flatbed, a la the old school World Finals. And I also took the stacks from over there near that spot where the RV is, turned them into a pyramid to jump onto the flatbed, and I moved the other 2 over there so that stack over there has a second pyramid to them. So hopefully it'll get a lot more air off of that stack. That'll be really cool to see what happens with that. So 5 trucks in, Crazy Bull leads with a 28 now. I can't wait to see incredible destruction it has after this. Here we go with our next run. Here comes Total Chaos out under the track in its first freestyle in over almost 3 years. As goes on, ooh, hit the side of the van stack right there. Got caught for a moment. As you saw down there in the corner, the RV on the flatbed is. Here we go, right for the jammer to start off freestyle. Got some nice air. Ooh, hit the side of the van stack once again. Holy crap. That van stack is really grabbing a whole bunch of truck. And that score to beat, of course, 28 now by Crazy Bull, who's trying to go for that double down, but has a long way to go to get that double down. 28 might not be enough. As going now right up and over the the bus stack. As now lines up right for the cars right here. Yep, goes right for him, got some nice here. Last time we saw Crazy Total Chaos put up a sick run in the 2015 Runners-Up Cut, which was its best freestyle yet. Let's see what it can do here as it keeps going strong. Up and over the van, nosedive into the other van a bit. But then crawl over it and got stuck right there, which is not good. Bad problem on my part making the track as we're now halfway through regulation. Total Chaos still going. Another solid run. As going to go right for the fountain. Going to land right on top of that sprinkler right there. So all of them have been destroyed after 6 trucks. Has got some nice air off the step up. Final 30 seconds of regulation. Lines up for the bus stack. Up and over. Got caught, unfortunately. Now turn around. Watch out for up. Tap the wall. As here we go. Lines up. Up and over that bus stack. Into the tabletop. Step up. As go and hit the side of the fountain. I think I must have gotten the bus stack mixed up right there. As here, needs to hurry up and line up for something. Going for the van. Got some nice air, but needs to hurry up and hit something. Just going to crawl over that van stack, and now we're in bonus time for Total Chaos. And getting close to the wall. And to avoid it as spinning around. Lines up right for that bus stack. The van stack once again. They're going to crush that van too. Beautifully once again. Still can't wait for someone to clear it. Up and over the box van. As the clock's winding down. Final 10 seconds of bonus time. Here we go now, right for the cars. Slow down. Got a lot more air off them than it was before with that extra pyramid. And gonna go for the van stack sideways. Up and over it. Over the gym right there as the clock expired. Still counts, and that's it for bonus time. As Total Chaos put up a solid run. Uh-oh, got caught by the cars a bit. As now going for the bus stack off the side. Big Air managed to avoid that step up. Here we go. Lines up for the fountain sideways, but gonna park it right there. Man, what a great run that was by Total Chaos. Probably one as good as its run in the 2015 Runners-Up Cup. As I think it's got to beat the same score it got in that event too, which was a 28 by Crazy Bull. As you see, beautifully landed into the fountain, splashed down, destroyed the sprinkler. I think pretty much hit everything on the track by and large. Got a whole bunch of air. Oh, that's right, didn't hit the RV on the flatbed and just beautifully crushed that van down there. That was awesome. And the scores are about to come in. Trying to go for the cross spread or sideways hit on the van stack, but couldn't really get much going. As here's the scores, it's a 24 in regulation plus 2 bonus points. Total Chaos gets a 26, which will put it second place behind Crazy Bull. Nice run right there, but only good enough for second place at the moment. Here comes Topsy Turvy on the track, going right for the step up, and Asukoi one air needs to turn all the way, managed to avoid the container, the RV. That was a reference to its last time here in 2015, where it went right for the step up in its first jump, and actually got shut down after its hit, but managed to fire back up and put up a sick run. What a start that was! A lot of remembrance of that. As gonna go right for that fountain off the side. Put up a solid run last time out in Las Vegas. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think it was the first one to do the backflip that night too. As crawls over that van, going up and over the other. Score to beat still that 28 by Crazy Bull. Huge sky wheelie off that van stack. As took a hard landing coming down. As lines up now for those cars. Got some nice air off him. Lines up right for that bus stack. As crawls over it, got caught for a bit. That's not good, but managed to get over it. Now, Topsy-Turvy lines up for the van stack once again. And once again didn't... Oh, it's really stuffed hard to that ramp part right there of the van. But it went a little bit more steep, went harder. And another big sky wheelie off that van stack. As Topsy-Turvy put up a good run down to the final 20 seconds of regulation. As going to go now line up for the the cars. Got some nice air off them too. Here we go. Line up around the cars. Gonna go line up right for the backside of the step up. Slow down quite a lot right there. Didn't get much speed off of it. As lined up for the fountain, and we'll hit it just in time to count that towards regulations. We're now in bonus time. Avoids the step up right for the bus stack. Nice there. Really put up a run that could maybe challenge Crazy Bull perhaps. As lines up, nope. Gonna go for the step up, kind of crooked instead right there. As watch out in between the cars. Uh-oh, hit the side of the fountain, managed to get out of it. As he pick up the pace, only 9 seconds remaining. Going for the double, and lands on that van, but didn't really crush it though by and large. As gonna go into the wall, and will, nope, not hit the cars in time. So that was it for bonus time for Topsy Turvy. As still going on, as slowly turning around, going up the box van, and is gonna park it right on top of it. What a great run that was by Topsy Turvy. That start right there was huge. Managed to avoid to get RV on the flatbed right in time. Hard to believe no one's touched it yet. We already had 2 trucks go out there. Nice there off the bus stack. And then a huge skywheel at the van stack. Will this be enough to take on that 28 by Crazy Bull? We'll see in a second. As Topsy Turvy put up a sick run right there. And I think pretty much hit everything out there except for the container. Land on the van, but didn't really crush it. As here comes the scores. 26 in regulation plus 2 bonus points. Topsy Turvy ties Crazy Bull with a 28, so we now have a tie for the lead, although Crazy Bull is still in contention right now to go for that double bound, but there's a whole bunch of more trucks to go as we now have a tie for the lead. We'll see next if anyone can break that tie. Here comes Night Stalker onto the track, going right for the Metal Militia jump. Got some big air, as this is the first time it's freestyling since the 2015 Runners-Up Cup, and that first time debuting that brand new paint, which was debuted over a year ago, has got some big air off the bus stack. Here we go now, right for the cars, and going around that step up. Lines up, looks like for the van stack, and here we go. Big air off it too. Holy shit, that was some nice air. Up and over the van stack and into the other one. Got some nice air. Putting up a solid run to take on that tie by Crazy Bull and Topsy Turvy so far. Here we go. Right for the bus stack. Big air, and gonna jump that step up too. That was the first time anyone did that. Going right for the fountain. Got some big right there. Oh, nose diving. Oh no! Gonna go over. Oh man, it flipped way too soon for Night Stalker. Only got halfway through the run. Oh, that sucked too. That was put up such a good run, and unfortunately, the first run of the night, after 8 trucks in, more truck did not fill the run. That really sucked. As the truck got flipped back over, and Night Stalker only will get a 14. And that really sucks. What a blown opportunity, because that run was going so well, too, until that flip at the end. Well, unfortunately, it means not everyone's going to be able to fill the run now, but hey, I can still try and get a better completion, better percentage than Monster Jam usually does. But we still got many more trucks to go to take on that 28 by Topsy Turvy and Crazy Bull. So let's keep freestyle going. Here comes Madness onto the track now to challenge that 28 by Topsy Turvy and Crazy Bull. Going right for the jammer. Got some nice air off of it in that brand new paint job that we last saw in the 2017 Vegas event. Going up and over that bus stack. Got some nice air off of it into the cars. That 28 is going to be tough to beat. If it can put up a sick run in bonus time, it could easily do it. As here we go up and over. Got some nice air off the fountain. No one's been able to clear it yet. As going up that bus stack, huge air off it too. Wow, coming up with a lot of aggression so far. As almost slid out. Lines up for the van stack. Just going to crawl over them. Got some nice air off of that. As going to go for the other van stack. Got a huge sky wheelie off it. Land on the hill coming down. Now lines up right for the bus stack. The step up. Got some nice air off of it. As going for that bus stack now, as we're now halfway through regulation. Where Madness is coming down. Slid out a bit, almost hits that sack of cars. As it lines up for the jammer. Uh-oh, a little bit of trouble. Hits the side of the van stack. Managed to get off as we're down to the final 30 seconds. As up and over that box fan. Good run so far. As lines up now. Right for the fountain. Yep, right for the fountain. Just landing right into it, splashing around a whole bunch. Right for a step up off the side of the bus stack. As you just barely avoid it. As here we go. Lining up for the RV. Here we go. And Azugoi knocked it down. Knocked the camper down. That was beautiful. Into the side of the cars in there on two wheels. What a save that was. As we're now in bonus time for Madness. What a sick move that was. Going for the camper on the flatbed. About time someone goes for it. Huge air off the fan stack. As going for the double and gonna clear it. Azugoi, the first time someone tonight cleared that double. How about that? Madness is putting up a sick end to regulation and into bonus time. As final few seconds, huge sky wheelie off the box, the backside to step up. As hits the wall, clock winding down. As gonna hit the fountain sideways, and that'll be it for bonus time. As Madness, stuffed hard into the back that side of the bus stack, but still going. Hits the side of the bus stack, slides around, going around the cars. As lines up, back for the flatbed. As jumps over it, and the remains almost hit the camera. Got slapped, he hits the side of the box fan, still going somehow. As slides out right there and coming to a stop. What a sick run that was by Madness. Oh my god, that was crazy. Pretty sure hit everything out there. Even going for the RV, the first one to go for it, as it lasted like three trucks on that flatbed. No one touched it until Madness, and Madness knocked it down beautifully right there, and then went right back for it, jumped the flatbed once again. That was beautiful. That nice save off the cars. We're going to see the score in a minute. Score to beat that 28 tie by Crazy Bull and Topsy Turvy as it jumped the double. That was the first time anyone did that tonight. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of that. As here comes the scores in that sick run. It's a 27 regulation, 2 bonus points, and Madness will take the lead by a point as it got a 29. What a sick run that was. And with the RV knocked off the camper, as it is still off the side of the flatbed, ripped open right there. We're going to leave that still for now as we get ready for our next truck. Here comes Ye Plunderer on the track in that beautiful new paint job, and as always, goes around, drives around the track as it lines up for a van stack, slides out a little bit, got close to the box fan. Here we go, got some nice air off of it. That 29 is the score to beat by Madness as they're getting close to halfway through the field. As now lines up right for these cars right here. Almost slid off a bit of the side end, got caught on top, and that's not really good. Not a good design feature. As going for, hits the top of the camper right there, the remains of it, as going up the box fan. Off to an okay start, but going to need to pick up the pace a lot in order to challenge that 29, and he's going to go drive into the fountain, as all the sprinklers have been long destroyed. Crawls up the step up, and is going to combo up the bus stack now. Nice air off of it. Okay so far, as lines up for the double right here. Here we go, full speed, and gonna land beautifully on top of the bus right there. That was awesome. As halfway through regulation, huge sky wheelie off the van stack. As still going strong. As now lines up right for the step right there. Big air too. Is now to the final 30 seconds of regulation. Ye Plunderer going now right for those cars. As it spins around, lines up now for those cars. Over the camper, nice air. Got quite a bit. As going to go right for the step up. Nosedived it. Hard hit coming down. Although it's quite unrealistic, the nosedive off the step up. And almost half the fountain. Going for the step up. Huge air lands on top of the bus. Did a huge crush it. Would have been nice if we could see how that would have looked like on BeamNG rigs and rods. Going for the jammer. And that got some nice air right there. And that will be it. Oh, that could actually be kind of close. That could have counted for either regulation or bonus time for Ye Plunderer, as it now is in bonus time. Going around the car stack, as here we go, going for the fan stack on that side right there. In trouble on one wheel, on two wheels now. What a save that was. by Ye Plunder, but that wasted a whole bunch of time right there, and of course that wasn't really that realistic. As going up the box fan, got some nice air. Needs to hurry up and hit something to count, probably the last move. Has got some nice air off the fountain, and that will be it for bonus time, as Ye Plunder is still going strong, as now lines up right for the cars right there. Nope, around them, as going into a donut right there. Got some nice cyclone going, at least trying to, but got to watch out for the step up right there, and hit the step up as it's coming to a stop. Good run right there by Ye Plunder, but I doubt it'll be enough to take on that 29 by Madness as it hits the side of the camper right there. Did a whole bunch of nice stuff. When it crushed that one bus, I swear that one van right there, got just crushed to oblivion. The other one's still probably in okay shape. Has got some nice air off the backside of that van stack. Went over the fountain a couple times. Went for that cross thread of the bus deck. Beautifully crushed. Got some nice air off the van right there. And then when it tried to go for the van right here sideways, got caught onto the face, nosedived it on one wheel, and then got on two wheels. What a save that was. That was really close, as here comes the scores coming in now. It's a 25 in regulation plus 2 bonus points, as Ye Plunder will get a 27. Far way back, probably not even in, I think it actually would be in the top 5 still in terms of freestyle, but nowhere near enough to challenge that 29 by Madness. Well, 10 trucks in, and that camper's been pretty damaged, so I think it's time to bring out a brand new obstacle, and here it is. For the first time since the 2014 MTWS Championship, which was almost 4 years ago, I brought out the camper on a crane. How nostalgic that will be to see that get knocked down once again. And I put a car out right there too. And of course, I moved some of the cars over here, over there near the step up, all the way on the other side. So now there's a stack over there as well. So as we're nearing halfway through freestyle, let's see who could take on Madness's 29 next. Here comes the official truck of the league. Here comes MTWS on the track. Its first event, freestyle, to say, since Louisville back on Christmas 2016. And as always, starting off with a donut, as Madness is going to have a lot of shit to worry about because MTWS can easily put up a run to take that lead. And so far off to a good start, as lines up for the crossfire off the bus stack, got some big air too, combos it into the cars as nosediving and coming down. Really good freestyle, and ooh, hits the wall right there, manages to avoid much damage though. Right for the box fan, big air as comboing up with the jammer. It's got some nice air off of it. This truck has one freestyle, one freestyle before in Miami in 2014, I believe it was. It got some nice air off the cars. This truck can put up a run as almost halfway through regulation, going right for the step up. Got some nice air off of it. As going to go right back for the jammer. Got a little bit more closer to the vans. As now lines up for the bus. As here we go. Going to jump the step up right there too. Beautifully cleared it as well. Hits the fountain. Went off the side of it. Is down to the final 30 seconds. MTWS is putting up a run as here we go into another donut. Hits the wall. As lines up now for the fan stack. Nice nosedive. As going to go for that double. And going to clear it too. Asukoi. Man, MTWS is putting up a run as now lines up for those cars. Final 10 seconds to either hurry up and do something. Almost hits the cars right here as lines up. Oh no! Gotta go for the crane and knocked it down! MTWS knocked it down! Going for the cars. Hits the camper. Azukoi actually knocked the camper down instead of going for trailer. Oh, on 2 wheels ain't gonna go over. Oh man, flipped with 20 seconds left in bonus time. What a run by MTWS. It went for the crane and it knocked it down. The camper fell down from the crane and MTWS went right for it too. Put a huge dent into it. Now we're going to have to put it right in front of the cars because it's still in good shape. Oh my god, that was unexpected. That's only the second time we used that obstacle. And Eruption went for it in the 2014 championship, but it went for the camper It didn't go for the crane itself and knocked it down. Oh my god. As there's the scores, it's a 28 regulation plus 3 bonus points, and MTWS will lead with a 31. Wow, what a big run that was. And if it didn't flip early, it might have gotten much higher in terms of bonus time. So anyways, here is the halfway mark of freestyles. We see right now the leader is MTWS with a 31, with Madness second with a 29, Crazy Bull with a 28, Topsy Turvy with 28, Yeet Plunder with 27, Total Chaos with 26, War Machine with 25, Wild Drive with 23, Crush and Run 23, Damage Controller with 20, and last, unfortunately, is Night Stalker with a 13. So if I'm correct, all but 2 of the trucks have filled their run so far in terms of bonus time and such. So that's a really high percentage. Hopefully it'll keep up that way for the rest of the night so I can gloat how well I run MTWS compared to Feld runs Monster Jam. So we've passed the halfway point of freestyle. We still got a long way to go, but right now MTWS is leading with a 31. So let's get the second half of freestyle underway. Here comes Predator onto the track, going right for the step up with some huge air right there as a score to beat that 31 by MTWS. Predator, the reverser king, hopefully can line for a whole bunch of reversers as going for the double and gonna clear too. Nice start for Predator. Oh, a whole bunch of aggression has jumped the van stack too. Coming out with a lot of momentum to get things started as going line up right for the fountain. Lands on top of it going into it. As lines up right for the step up, came to a stop as going up, ooh, hit the bus stack hard, as managed to climb over it. And around now, lines up for the cars right here. Oh, he got caught by the face, and now lines up for the fountain sideways. Just drove over it and didn't get to jump over it. Halfway through the run, Predator lost a whole bunch of momentum after that strong start as crawls up the van stacks right there. Now turn around, ooh, hits the wall. Lines up for those cars. Nice air off of us down to the final 30 seconds. As round step up, going right for the cars. As a huge sky wheelie going around the camper. And coming to a stop, and here we go. Red lines up, reverses over the RB right there. That was beautiful. And now gonna go right back for it. Beautifully ripped it open, although I'm sure it was already ripped open beforehand, especially if MTWS hit it earlier. Here we go for the crossbred. Huge air off the bus stack. As gonna go right for the step up. And that's it for regulation. Predator is now in bonus time. As lines up for the fountain. Once again, just crawls over it. Now inside it. Oh, and trouble there, stuffs it into the bus stack. Flipped over, broke the 4-link and such. Man, Predator had a really strong start to the freestyle, but after that just didn't really get to do much at all. That could hurt the score. And cleared a double right there, and then went right for the camp right there in reverse. That was beautiful. Got some nice air across the track. Flipped way early into bonus time too. That's going to really hurt the score as well. As you can see, more air assault everywhere. And then we see right here, did not line up for the step up properly. Went off the side and just stuffed it into the hill. Flushed and broke the 4-link and such. And here comes the scores. It's a 29 regulation plus 1 bonus point. Predator will be second place with a 30. Wow, pretty damn close. If it filled bonus time or did better regulation, it could have possibly challenged MTWS for the lead. Hard to believe how it blew the opportunity. What a good freestyle it was by Predator, but like I said, just a blown opportunity. It should have kept on going and had a big opportunity to get that first place lead. Here comes Patriot onto the track as going around the step up as it debuts and had brand new paint and new theme as well. Damn, I wish I could find a rap version of Star Spangled Banner. That would be awesome. As here we go, right for the double and gonna clear with the biggest jump so far from that side. And Oh, huge sky wheelie. Gonna crush the back end of that tailgate and the flags. Holy shit, what air that was to get things started. As that 31 by MTWS is the current score to beat. As really slid out a lot right there. Going up the bus stack. Man, really all over the place and sloppy on that one jump. As going right for the remains of the camper that got knocked down when MTWS went for the crane. As going up the backside of step up. Patriot keeping a lot of momentum going up. Wish it could have done a lot better in racing. As going right for the box fan. Big air that was. As now up that jammer. As nosedived it. As halfway through regulation now. Going right for the bus that came to the crawl. Got caught on top of it. Good idea because it would probably got caught in the step up. Probably would have flipped over. Right for the fountain. That was probably one of the biggest jumps from that angle too. That was quite a long distance. As around the box fan. Hits the side, hits the side of cars, kind of crooked, almost went to the wall. Let's turn around, line up for the jammer. Here we go. Got some big air off of it too. Hit the side of the van as going up the bus stack. Man, box van, to say. As Patriots putting up a really good run. Goes for those cars, got caught for the moment. And gonna go into the remains of that camper. That was beautiful. Alright, clock wind down. Needs to hurry up and do something. Time. And it'll hit the hill just in time as that counts towards regulation. Now Patriot is in bonus time. Big air once again. Almost cleared the fountain. No one's done it yet. That fountain's actually smaller too than the one from the Vegas event. So it'll be easier to clear. And huge crossfire jumps the bus stack. Didn't even touch it once again. Just like Crazy Bull did earlier. Patriot is putting up a run in bonus time as well. Going for the van sideways. As trying to get up and over it. But not having an easy time doing so, as going up the side right there, as the clock stalled, finally ended, bonus time's over, going for the jammer, but the truck stalled. Probably burn out the engine a bit from that, going up the van stack sideways. What a great run that was by Patriot. That bonus time was sick. It's going to be pretty close. Will that be enough to take on that 31 by MTWS as we look at all these beautiful highlights when it crushed the tailgate, went for the remains of the camper, cross-thread over the double, had some big jumps over the fountain and such. Tried to go for the van sideways, but just couldn't work out in the end right there. A really, really great run right there, that was. As we're still waiting for scores to come in. Whole bunch of high momentum. The one thing hurt MTWS because it didn't fill bonus time, remember. As here comes the scores, the 29 regulation plus 2 bonus points. Patriot will tie MTWS with a 31. Wow, that was a tie. I thought it was going to actually be even higher if it's going to be that high of a score. Well, couldn't beat, but tied. So now we have a tie between MTWS and Patriot for the lead. But we still got many more trucks to go. Here comes Blood Rage onto the track. As it moves around the steps, step up, going right for the van stack and beautifully crushes that van right there. Probably the most crushing it's gotten so far. Leader to beat, MTWS and Patriot. That 31 is going right for the camper. Backside of step up now. Got some nice air right there. Fell a little bit short in racing when lost in probably its first rematch to Outlaw from the championship 3 years ago almost. That's going right for the double and beautifully crushed it once again. Man, that van is taking a pounding in this run so far, as going up that bus stack. Nice air off the side. Watch out for the step up. It's going to go right for the fountain. Lands right into it too. Sure, it's going to be mud probably soon. Halfway through the run. Blood Rage going up good so far. Right for the box van. Got some nice air off of it. As here we go right for the van. This time crawling over it. Got a nice bit of air off of it. As maybe lined up for the camper once again. Yep, here we go. Right for the remains of the camper. And now lines up for the box fan. Got some nice air off the sides down to the final 26 seconds. As lines up for the step up. Here we go. Up and over with some big air. Nice sky wheelie. As going for the remains of the camper. Beautifully ripped it apart as it got stuck into with the face and such. Clock winding down. Here we go for that crossthread. Slow down a little bit, but got nice air as avoids the step up and that stack of cars. Alright, here we go. If it wants to do something, better hurry up as time's winding down. Going for the the rock pile sideways in the fountain, to say. Up and over the bus stack. Nice air off of it as going and up for the jammer. Yep. Nice air off of it. Almost tapped the side of the van as going for the box van. Up and over it as the clock's winding down for bonus time. As lines up. Maybe for the crossbred. And yep, here we go. Right for that crossbred. Slow down. And gonna land right on top of the bus right there. Beautifully crushing it from that side. And that will be it for bonus time. As that filled the run. But still going as crawling over the bus and the van stacks. Going for the backside of that van stack. Nice sky wheelie as clears the stack. Lands on the downhill slope. As now lines up. First sideways hitting the fountain. And that's not what it wanted to do. Hit the side of the face. As going to go over it. Nosedived it. Now going for those cars and got caught right there as well. But still going strong. Not stopping yet. As going to go right for that van stack. And going to park it right there. What a great run it was. Look at that. Beautifully crushed the van. Not once, but twice. Don't know if it'll be enough to take that lead from MTWS or Patriot, as that 31 is going to be tough to beat. But still put up a great run out there, too. These highlights. Whoo, boy, there is a lot of highlights here. As I'm pretty sure Blood Rage probably hit everything out in the track. Got some big area where one thing probably didn't do was a donut. And, of course, the Donut King Destroyer will be up later on. Can't wait to see that. As we still got many more trucks to go. As the highlights still come in, the scores are about to come in. 31 by MTWS and Patriots, the score to beat. As here they are. And it's a 28 in regulation, plus 2 bonus points. And Blood Rage will be 4th place with a 30. Wow, a lot higher score than I thought. Guess the judges are a little bit more lenient this time for the moment. But they'll be 1 point short, as it's still MTWS and Patriots still leading with 31. But we still got many more trucks to go. Here comes Eruption on the track, and gonna go right for the step up. Got some big air off it too, probably the biggest jump, and smashes right through the remains of the camper that will probably be taken out after this run. And is gonna go right for the jammer. Huge sky wheelie right there too. Biggest jump off it so far. Eruption is coming out on fire in this run. How literal too, as this is the event where it's also made its debut at too. How nice and nostalgic. Remember that 8 years ago. As hits the cars. Almost tapped the side of the van stack, as now lines up for the bus stack, jumps that step up, down the downhill ramp. That was nice, and combos it into the fountain. Oh no, that it held on. What a save right there. Really lucky. It almost ended up like Night Stalker there for the moment. Halfway through the run, Eruption coming out, hitting everything at full throttle so far to put up that run that can beat Patriot and MTWS's 31, as going for the remains of the camper. Almost like he got caught for the moment. And now lines up backside of step up. As now here we go sliding out. Final 30 seconds. As going right for the cars. Huge sky wheelie right there. Kind of unrealistic though. As going hits the side of the camper. As now lining up for the camper right here. I mean a double. Here we go. Huge air. Smashes on top. Oh, spun around, hit the side to save it. Held on. Got really lucky right there. As here we go for the van stack. Nice sky wheelie right there. Man, Eruption is putting up a run that could challenge, but needs to hurry up, hit something in time. Gonna go for a crossfade, and we'll get it just in time, and this all count towards regulation. Eruption is now in bonus time. What's it gonna do next? As here we go, right for the camper. Huge sky wheelie. And is gonna now, nope, not for the step up. Slides around it. Needs to watch out for the wall right there. Got really, really close. Here we go. Gonna go for the cars. Oh, gonna go crossfred. Lands on the van from the cars right there. Nice save on 2 wheels. How about that? That was a new move. Hasn't been done before. That's gonna score some points. As landed in the fountain right there from the cars. That was beautiful. And that will be it for bonus time. What a run by Eruption, but still going. Although none of this counts towards the score, remember. As here we go for the backside to step up. Huge sky wheelie right there. Gonna take a hard hit on landing. Going, slides out almost into the wall. Right into the fountain. Nice sky wheelie off the side. Held on. Gonna go for the cars. Got a nice wheelie off of it. As now turned around. Lines up around the camper. And into a donut now. Although remember, none of this counts towards the score. So this is just for the fans. As still swinging it around right there before finally coming to a stop. What a run that was by Eruption. Man, MTWS and Patriot better be getting a little nervous because that could easily take the lead. And Eruption got really lucky with a lot of saves too, both off the van stacks too from each side. And how about that cross-threaded off the car stack over there onto the van stack? Now that Eruption did that, you know all the other trucks are going to do it, and they're probably going to improvise and probably make it even more destructive and incredible than Eruption did, who tried for the first time and wasn't sure what would happen. What a sick run this was, as we're just waiting for scores. There's the crossfire, got caught by the cars, which might have helped it out in the end. Laying on top of the van, on two wheels, and managed to save it. Got really lucky right there. Here comes the scores. It's a 31 regulation, 2 bonus points, and Eruption will take the lead with a 33. Wow! What a run that was to take the 2-point lead, as we still got 6 more trucks left to try and take the lead. But with the camper long destroyed, it is time to take it out, and we're bringing out a new bus stack onto the track where the camper is in the old red and gray MTWS themes as the final obstacle for the night. So let's see how that does as we're down to the final 6 trucks. Will Eruption keep the lead, or will someone take it over, as the big guns are still to come? Here comes Destroyer onto the track to challenge that 33 by Eruption. And of course, as tradition for Destroyer, goes around the track before it lines up for its first obstacle. Destroyer. Very disappointed how it did in racing. It did, I think it did pretty well in qualifying, but ended up losing in the first match, I believe. Went one and done, so that was definitely not how Destroyer wanted to start off the night, but hey, you still got freestyle, and anything can go, as it tapped the wall there just a second ago, as it goes around all the obstacles, and now around the van stack and such, as here we go, going around the step up, getting ready to come into a stop, as here we go, around the cars, as going around the step up, pick up a lot of speed, as here we go, looks like lined up for the center jump, coming to like a crawl, and here we go, though, up and over the step up. Got some nice air getting started. Down to the final 6 trucks, as going right for that car. Nice air off of it. Lines up now for that jammer. Here we go, got some nice air off of it. As going, lines up right for the box fan. Got a nice sky wheelie. As turn around, and ooh, hits the wall. But managed to turn around, lines up for those cars. Has got some nice air off him, big distance too. Turns it around, lines up, not for the bus stack, around the jammer, as going to go right for that van, and oh, in trouble there, spun around the air, takes a hard hit, but still held on. Nice turn right there by Destroyer, that could help the score, as sideways hit onto the fountain, as we're now halfway through bonus time in regulation, as going to go now lined up right for the cars. It's almost spun out a bit, as here we go, right for that bus stack, got some nice air, as now going right for those cars. Got caught for the moment, but still hang in there. Solid run, hits side the fountain. Final 30 seconds of regulation. Good run, but needs to really pick up the pace to challenge that 33 by Eruption. That's going to be quite difficult to beat. Going right for that van stack. Going to go for the double and look like a cross thread almost over the jammer from that angle. As now lines up for the bus stack. Big air. Going to jump the step up and manage to avoid the fountain just in the nick of time. As the clocks wind down, slides out like it was almost going into a donut. As here we go, lines up for the crossthread. Big air, and gonna jump it too. And that is it. We're now in bonus time, I mean to say. As Destroyer goes for the jammer, gonna crossthread, land right on the van right there. That was beautiful. Man, Destroyer is really picking up the pace in bonus time, but that's got to really be good to challenge for the kind of lack and run it was in regulation. As here we go, lined up in the middle, and here we go. The signature Cyclone from Destroyer right at this part, as it's already putting up a sick Cyclone right there, as that will fill bonus time, but it all still counts towards the score until that Cyclone stops. And still swinging it around too beautifully right there, as here we go, now for the bus stack, as going to take a hard nose dive right there, and the line going to go over right there. Ended it short. unfortunately. But hey, it still filled the clock. Didn't do a good in regulation, but had an awesome bonus time too. That's going to really hurt the score though. But man, Destroyer put up a great run, making up for how not well it did in freestyles. It hit everything, I think everything out there. Went for that bus stack, went for the double, jumped the double. Not jumped the double, but jumped the bus stack from the step up and from the other angle as well. Didn't really get much of the fountain, got some nice air off of it. Did that sideways kind of hit on the van and went for the best cyclones of the night. The only cyclones of the night, and that crossfed right on top of the van. That was risky and very beautiful as we take a look at that donut right here. As the scores are still coming in, it's a 33 from Eruption that needs to be beaten. Next, here comes the scores. It's a 28 regulation plus 2 bonus points, and Destroyer will only get a 30, falling quite short from taking the lead. Not even a top 5, I don't think, but a great run nonetheless. But we still got many more trucks to go as we're down to our final 5. Here comes Wild Ride onto the track, as still trying to beat that 33 from Eruption. As usual, drives around the track, gets the crowd ready to go for hopefully a sick run in that new theme as well. Hit the side of the van right there too. Thank God didn't hit hard enough to start the clock. As going around those cars. And lines up. Oh, this is interesting. Going for the sideways hit on the fountain instead of going right for a center jump or something like that, which it usually does. Right for that step up, got some nice air. Fell a little bit flat on his face last time out in Vegas when we did that. Trying to go for the backflip off the camper. That was awesome. As going for a step up, the backside of his nosedive there coming down. So far off to a good start as going right for that box fan. Not box fan, the van stack as it slowed down too and went for it. Right for that bus stack too, as nosedived it for the moment. Turns around, lines up, right for the double. Got some big air, and it's going to clear the double. As now, here we go. Right for the backside of the van stack. And got a nosedive coming down. That was a nice sky wheelie too. It's halfway through regulation. Lines up for the bus stack, step up. Nice air again, as going right for the car. As now looks like maybe line up for the bus stack. Here we go, cross Fred. Nice air, you gotta watch out for that stack of cars. Goes right in the middle to avoid it. Backside a step up once again. Good run, but needs to really pick up the pace and challenge that 33 by Eruption. That's gonna be a high score to beat. As got caught by the fountain off the side. As going out right for the bus stack. As up and over, huge sky wheelie right there. As now going right for the sideway. Nope, not for the van stack. Going for the cars. Huge crossface gonna land on top of the van right there. How beautiful was that? As got caught by the cars. That's it for regulation. We're now in bonus time. As lines up for the step up. Got some big air off of it. Now going right for that jammer. Good run so far. As now lines up. Back for those cars. Nope, gonna go right for that box fan instead. In trouble off the side, but held on. As a few seconds remain in bonus time. Here we go. Lines up. Here we go for that cross Fred. Huge air. Lands on top of the van. Into the jammer. Jumped over the van. That was nice. That will be bonus. That'll be it for bonus time. Wild Ride. Great run. As crawls over that bus stack. Going for the step up. Nice sky wheelie. As going into the fountain. Now lines up. Back for the fountain. Here we go. Got a nice sky wheelie. Land almost in the middle of it. As going to go for that step up. And going to land beautifully on top of the bus right there. Crush it off the side. That would be nice if it could actually crush. As here we go into a donut right now. And of course, now this counts towards the score. As still continue with that donut before finally coming to a stop. What a great run that was by Wild Ride. I don't know if that'll be enough to take the lead though. But we'll see in a moment. As shit, that was really great. As you see all these highlights right here. Score to beat that 33 by Eruption. Got some big air off that jammer. Did that cross Fred onto the van. Actually jumped it earlier, whereas Eruption landed on top of it. Probably just to see how well it worked. Now that everyone sees that they can do it, they're probably getting more aggressive with it. Got some nice air off that cross Fred. Man, watch that. Lined up jumped that van stack. Oh, actually went through the van, but just didn't get caught by the collision and land right on top of the jammer effectively. As here comes the scores. It's a 27 regulation plus 3 bonus points, and Wild Ride will get a 30, putting it not within the top 5 though. Kind of low score, I would have thought. But hey, in the end, still not enough to take down that 33 by Eruption, as he still got many more trucks to go. Here comes Bling onto the track, as going right for that step up. Got some big air right there. Another Houston native just like Destroyer, who Destroyer put up a good run. Let's see what Bling can do, as it kind of fell flat on space 2 in racing. Losing the Blood Rage in both racing and qualifying. Ooh, hit the side of the van stack when went right for the jammer. Off to an okay start so far. Got some big air off the step up. That was one of the biggest jumps off of that side without getting close to the wall. Going for the fountain sideways. Nice air. As you see, it's now mud by and large now. Over those cars. Nice solid run so far. As lines up right for that car. Got a big jump off it too. Nice distance. As going to line up right for the step up. Nice air off the side of it. As halfway through regulation, Blink's putting up a solid run now. Going to avoid the hit van stack. Going right for those cars. Got some nice air off of it. As going wide right there. Looks like lined up for the van stack. Kind of crooked, but here we go. Lines up for it. Got some big air right there. Take a hard nose. I'm gonna go over. Oh man, Bling went into the jump way too hard, but not hard enough to like land on the van or over or jumped it. Stuffed it way too hard and just nosedived into it. Ouch, that hurts. Just barely past the halfway mark of the ride. I don't even know if it got down to 30 seconds. And it's only gonna be a 20 for Bling. Ouch, man, that sucks so bad. And so far, I think that means only 2 of the trucks have gotten that did not get into bonus time, which is still pretty good overall. But with that, we're now down to our final 3 trucks, being former freestyle champions and the near freestyle king itself. So let's begin these final 3 trucks with Eruption still leading with a 33. Here comes Outlaw onto the track, going right for the step up. Got some huge air off it. Gotta watch out though for that van, and went right for the car. Outlaw, the current racing champion, but is a 2-time freestyle champion. This truck can definitely put up a run. The only problem is these last few events, it's been struggling in freestyle. 3 of the last 4 freestyles it's not done good in, so it really needs to have a good run here. And so far, off to a really aggressive start. Jumps the double right there. Watch out for the wall. Just barely avoid it right there. That could have been the run ender right there. But before, cross-red for the jammer. Land on the van, too. That was beautiful. Going right for that van stack. Almost jumped it, too, completely. A very aggressive start for Outlaw. Got lucky multiple times. And going right for the box van. Huge cross-red right there. You gotta watch it. Ooh, got caught by the cars. That could have been devastating hit right there, but still going strong. Halfway through the run, 33 by Eruption's the score to beat, and Outlaw is putting up a run so far. Right for those cars. Tried to get a bit of a slap with it, but just couldn't get it. As lines up, sideways hit on the fountain. Got some nice, ooh, nosedive over the cars. Right now for the the bus stack. As this is one hell of a regulation so far. Holy shit. As going for the double, landed on the van by and large. Back for that steep side van. Huge sky wheelie. Looked like it might have cleared the the van stack completely. Here we go. Final time. Lines up for that crossfred. Here we go. As crossfeds under the car. Hits the van. Spins around. Lands on the jammer. What a move that was by Outlaw. Hurry up. And we'll hit the step up just in time with a huge sky wheelie. As that's it for regulation. We're now in bonus time for Outlaw. Hit the wall right there. Right for the fountain. Oh my god. This is going to be a run to live for the night. As got some big air off the bus deck, land on it. This is a run right here. This could easily get the win right here with 2 trucks remaining. Lands on the van right there. That was beautiful. This is definitely Outlaw make up for its last few terrible performances. Nosedives off the step up. As here we go. Time run out. Got only enough time for maybe one more hit. Better hurry up. As going to go for cars just in time, almost spun around. What a run this is by Outlaw, and still going right for the bus stack. Remember, none of this counts towards the score though. Here we go, backside of the step up, nose dives it. As here we go, taps the wall. As now here we go for a sideways crossfit hit on the box fan. Oh no, on two wheels, they're gonna flip on top of the cars right there. Oh boy, what a finish that was for Outlaw. Oh my god, that run single-handedly made up for those last 3 out of 4 runs being so bad and got really lucky there, avoided the wall and such. What an incredible run, all those cross-threads everywhere. Jumped, actually no, it didn't complete the double. It might have cleared it one time, but it didn't clear right there. That run was just sick. Outlaw did everything he needed to possibly take the lead, but we gotta wait to score. As the score to beat, 33 by Eruption. As look at all these highlights, they're still coming in. And then that finish at the end, look at that. Cross-threads off the box fan, nosedived it, and violently flipped on top of the cars to finish up the run. As here comes the scores. And it's a 33 in regulation, 2 bonus points. Outlaw will take the lead with a 35. How about that? New leader, 35. And we still got 2 more trucks left, and we still got 10 points to work with. This is definitely going to be an exciting finish to freestyle. I can't wait to see what we got. Outlaw. Here comes Mad Dog onto the track to challenge that 35 by Outlaw. Mad Dog was the very first ever champion back in 2009. As here we go, starting off with the bus stack to get things started. Got a nice sky wheelie off that crossbar. Kind of reminded me a lot of one of Jim's better moves in World Finals 12 when he won his second title. Here we go, right for that box fan. Got some nice air right there. That 35 is going to be very difficult to beat because Outlaw came out with so much aggression momentum. That's going to be very difficult. As now, Mad Dog lines up for the cars. Huge air and got caught too by the face. That wasn't really realistic, unfortunately, but that was some height. Going for the fountain off the side. Watch out, lands into the fountain kind of crooked. Got caught a bit too. That's going to hurt the score. Got up nice air off the racing cars. As slides out. Lines up for the bus. Will try to. Looked like overshot though. Right for that box and huge air. Watch out though, getting close to the wall. Managed to avoid it halfway through the run. Mad Dog really needs to pick up the pace because his run has been a little bit lacking compared to Outlaw, but still going strong. As into a donut, but not in a good spot. As goes into the wall, but no real damage. Here we go, right for that jammer. Huge air. Gonna hit the side of the van, but held on. Luckily didn't flip over. As going right for the box fan. More big air. Nosedived it though. As lines up now. Right for the step up. Got some big air off of it too. As here we go now. Right up the bus stack as nosedived it. And now here we go. Lines up right for the bus stack. Once again, got some nice air off of it. As nosedived. Ooh, into the cars right there. As the clock is winding down. And that will be it for regulation. Mad Dog's in bonus time. Needs to put up one hell of a bonus time to really challenge Outlaw. Got big air. Jumped that double too from the bus stack. That's going to help out the score. As going for that double, look at a crossfred and landed on the cars too. That was brilliant. As saved it off the side. That's going to help the score. That was an interesting angle from going from that side. Up that bus stack right there. As the clock's winding down. Needs to hurry up. As probably going to do its final move. Jumps the bus stack. Lands on the double coming down. And will hit the fountain just in time. Got a slap wheelie going. That is it for bonus time. A really good bonus time for Mad Dog, but that not really good regulation could bite him in the ass. As crossfred over the van, completely jumped it by and large. As here we go. Right for the van stack. Gonna land right in front of the cars. Got some nice air off of it as nosedived it for the moment. As lines up now. Spun out a little bit. Looks like maybe lining up. Nope, not going for crossfed. Gonna hit the van sideways instead. Up and over it. Uh-oh, got caught on top of the van in the debris. And looks like it's gonna park it right there. Forgot to yank it down. As what a nice run by Mad Dog that was. Holy shit, that was crazy. But unfortunately, the regulation was pretty lacking in comparison to what Outlaw did. Although those crossfeds around the van stuff were really cool. But its main greatness was in bonus time, especially when crossfred from the jammer onto the van and into the cars. That was awesome. Mad Dog put up a great run, but don't think it's going to be enough to take out that 35 by Outlaw. That is going to be very difficult to beat. Look at it, lands right on the cars, off the side. Managed to save it too, got really lucky right there as the scores are about to come in. And it's a 29 regulation plus 3 bonus points. Mad Dog will get a 32, which puts it, I believe, 3rd place or something like that. So really high up there, but just couldn't get it in the end. And Matt Outlaw is still leading, but there's still one more truck left for freestyle, and that is the former freestyle king, Crazy, who is in the tunnel getting ready to go. So it's now set for this. Will it be Outlaw winning its first freestyle in a really long time, or will it be Crazy getting its first freestyle win in a long time too? These two have not won freestyles in a really long time, and that would be a huge morale boost for either one of them if they can get this win. So let's get ready to wrap up freestyle with one more run. The former freestyle king, Crazy. And here we go, the final truck of the event, Crazy, the former freestyle king, looking forward to try and get its first freestyle win in a long time. Score to beat, 35 by Outlaws. Ooh, into the wall right there. That's going to be a very tough, high score to beat, but Crazy can do it. It's just, will it be able to? As backing up into the tunnel, as here we go, right for the step up, got some big air, although didn't get quite as high of a jump as I thought it would. Goes right for that car, got caught by the car. That doesn't look really good, and that's going to waste some time. As going for a jammer, nice air off the side, hits the side of the van. Yeah, really needs to pick up the pace this early on, because Outlaw was just so flawless in this run. Crazy's going to have to put up an even better flawless run to match that. As going to go for the crossfit already, and beautifully landed on the van. As so good. Talk about a rebound right there. Now that was awesome. Going right for the the bus stack right there. As a little squirrely up the step up. Gotta be a little worrisome right there. As almost halfway through the run, Crazy starting to make the comeback now in terms of scoring. Going for the double, and we'll clear the bus stack. As here we go, lines up for the bus once again. Got some nice air off that nosedive. As here we go, right for the box fan, like almost cross-threaded over the van. As here we go, lines up for the step up. Got some big air. Final 30 seconds. Here we go, right for the bus stack once again. Big air. As Crazy is really putting up a run right now. Need to have one hell of a bonus time too. Huge air off the cross-thread. As gonna go around the step up. As the clock wind down for regulation. Almost slid to the wall. Here we go. Lines up for the cross. Nope, not for the crossbred. Slowed down and landed on top of the jammer. Slow down a lot. That's going to really hurt, even though it looked like he's trying to line for something unique, but tried to back out at the last second. Here we go for the vans and hits the side of the van. Spun around. Nice save as it goes up the cars. That's it for regulation. We're now in bonus time as Crazy goes for the van stack sideways. Managed to climb over it, but needs to pick it up, though. Wasting a whole bunch of time. And that was something different that Outlaw didn't do. Nice air off the bus stack. Here we go. As goes around the step up. Here we go. Lines up maybe for that crossthread. Here we go. It's got some big air right there too. This is going to be really close. Needs to hurry up and turn around. And it will just in time hit that jammer. This all still counts. And that's it for bonus time. That's going to be pretty close. As, big air right there. Huge sky willy spinning around almost. As here we go. Turn around. Crazy. Hits the wall right here. As here we go for the crossthread. Big air right there. And broke the the axle right up the middle right there. A la Tom Menton World Finals 8. Still going though. As hits the car. But goes shut down right there as it comes to a crawl. The axle split right down the middle. What a finish that was by Crazy. That ain't going to count towards the score. That would have been one hell of a finish. But was that enough? Was that enough for Crazy to top or tie that 35 by Outlaw? That's going to be close. It didn't seem to do good in regulation like Outlaw did. Outlaw was just outright flawless. It is going to be close. But Crazy, and as much as it could do, it tried to do everything out there by and large. And in fact, it didn't. It went for the van stack sideways too, which is something Outlaw didn't do, and have a nice save right there, which I don't think Outlaw had by and large either in its run. So Crazy did, I think, everything Outlaw did and a little bit extra, so that might help out, but we still get to see his scores, and they're about to come in as we look right here. Landed on the van, boom! Broke the axle right up the middle right there. As you see the damage right there, and here's the scores. A 35 in regulation, 2 bonus points. Crazy is going to win and got a 37. Wow! Crazy has won freestyle. Crazy has won its first freestyle since back in San Diego on December 13th, 2015, almost 3 years ago. And it was one hell of a finish, as you can see the aftermath of that run. Oh my god, what a crazy finish that was. But hey, Crazy did it, came out last and managed to win freestyle. And this is also the first time a truck won freestyle coming out last since Impala did back in Louisville on Christmas Day 2016, almost 2 years ago. Man, this event was absolutely crazy. But, we're not done. Oh boy, we are nowhere near done, as we got a couple encores coming up now, and to make it even better, Crazy is going to be left out there as an obstacle for right now. So, and funny, and even better, Crazy is right in front of the step up, so if anyone comes out in full throttle, they will jump over Crazy. That would be something, and maybe even land on top of it. That would be even cooler too. So, I can't wait to see what happens, but let's get to that encore. This is going to be sick. So we get qualifying started with 2 trucks that we haven't seen drive in a long time. Starting off with Bone Crusher, as gonna go right for a step up over Crazy and will jump it just barely. Asugoi, what a start that was, as going right for the cars. There are still many trucks that have not, well, not many, but a few trucks that have not ran yet in like the last few years. Bone Crusher is one of them, as going to go right for those cars. It was originally going to compete in the event, but due to the limit of how many trucks I wanted, it had to be cut out. So I decided to bring it back for an encore. Nice here off that step up. Lands on the cars on 2 wheels. Nice save right there. First time we're seeing it freestyle since the 2015 Runners-Up Cup, which was almost 3 years ago. So here we go. Lines up for the van stack. Got some nice air. Hits the van off the side. No! Oh, gonna go over. Oh, man. Didn't even last a minute out there. But it made a sure hell of a run in that little bit of time. Awesome, nice return by Bone Crusher. Sucks it flipped so early. Man, got lucky there. Saved it right there when it landed on the cars on 2 wheels. And then when it went for the van, it landed on the side. It looked like it hit straight on right there, but it looks like it went off the side when it came around. So tough early break for Bone Crusher, but it was still a good run. But now, next up is another truck they haven't seen in a while, and that is Polar Storm. First time since 2015 Championship 2, and he's gonna go right for the middle, but let's just jump over Crazy too. That was awesome, right for the cars as well. And I meant to say the 2015 Runners-Up Cup since we last saw it. Polar Storm going for the bus stack. Got some nice air off the side. Almost hit Crazy right there. Wow, that was really, really close. As up the bus stack, I mean the box van, tapped the wall. As going to go right for the van stack. Nice nosedive off of it. As going to combo up the van, slow down, almost went off the side of it. As going to go up the van right there. So now Polar Storm lines up for the bus stack. Huge air, nosedived it. As going around Crazy. Lines up maybe for the fountain. As here we go right for the fountain. Got the biggest probably jump off of it, as almost nosedived a bit. Going for a step up and going to hit the bus off the side. Held on for the save. Man, I was really close to probably flip it over. And now lines up back for that bus stack. Going to jump the step up and land on the hill going down. Around the fountain it goes. Put up a really good run so far. As lines up for the step up. Got some big air off of it. And oh! Almost hit Crazy right there. That was really close. Probably missed it by a few inches off the wheel. Holy crap, that was close. Right for the jammer. Huge sky wheel. He hit the bus stack earlier too. Got some nice air off of it. Up that box fan. Man, Polar Storm has put up probably one of his best runs ever so far, even though it's not going to be scored. And here we go. Going to go for the crossfred. Jumped over the van. Avoided the jammer too. As lines up now for the bus stack. Huge sky wheelie. Goes nosedive. He got skywheel up. Avoid crazy too once again. The backside of the step up as lines up around the step up. And here we go. Right for the cross Fred and land right on top of the bus too. Really good run by Polar Storm so far. As lines up for the van stack, crawls over it. My bet was trying to line up for the double, but didn't have enough speed to go for it. As right for the van stack, cleared it, nosedived it. As now lines up for the step up. As we go right for it, nope, it's gonna park it right there instead. What an awesome run that was by Polar Storm. Jumped crazy and such. That was really cool. Did a really great run and such. Sucks enough it's going to count towards scores, says Freestyle Door. That was an awesome run it had in its return to MTWS after 3 years away almost. A really great run. But we still got many more trucks to go. As look how close it was right here. Watch how close it was to Crazy. Boom! Right near it. Man, that would have been probably a disaster if it landed, although it would have been so beautiful at the same time. Hit the van right there. And then try to go for the crossfred, completely avoid the van and avoid the jammer as well. Just a great run all in all, as that will end Great Polar Storm's encore, but we're still not done yet. Well, that was it for all the new trucks that haven't debuted in a long time. And now for the final time, here comes back out Wild Drive, as it will be put on MTM2.com to download eventually. But this is the last time it'll be debuting in a freestyle huge sky wheelie off the jammer in an MTWS event. But who knows, maybe in a few years now, maybe I'll bring it back just for fuck's sake. Who knows, as we're going cross-thread off the van stack, the bus stack, you can say, up the box van. As now lines up right for the step up. Got big air. Uh-oh, you gotta watch out for Crazy. Almost land near it too, but not as close as Polar Storm was. Uh-oh, hit the side of the van, but held on. As now Wild Drive lines up right for the bus stack. Nice cross thread right there. As got close into the vans, the cars. Got close to the step up right there. As lines up for the fountain. Huge sky wheelie. As gonna nosedive it down. We go right for the bus stack off the step up off the side, managed to avoid the bus stack. Now lines up right for back for the bus stack. Crossthreads in between the step up and the cars. Hits the fountain kind of crooked. As still going strong. Watch out for the wall. Managed to avoid just barely. As lines up for the box fan. Huge air off of it too. As gonna now line up in between the bus stack into the jammer. As lines up for the van stack. And gonna land, almost jumped it too, that was beautiful. As going for the backside of the van stack, huge sky wheelie off it. That was probably the biggest jump of the night off that side too. Sucks that won't count towards any score. As here we go, lines up for crossfred, land on the van, onto the jammer too. Uh-oh, stuck, but managed to get off it. Man, what a sick crossfred that was. Coming out with a lot of aggression since it's gonna not be seen anytime soon. And really going strong into the side of the step up, fountain, hits the wall. Turns it around. Maybe line up for the crossfred. Here we go as it's going to. Big air and going to jump the bus stack completely. As now lines up for that jammer. Here we go. Nice sky wheelie off of it. Hits the side of the van. As now going to a donut. And getting that cyclone going at a perfect spot too. Oh, it looks like it might be getting a little bit close to the bus stack too. So you might want to be careful there. Wild Drive is still going on with the cyclone. Looks like a perfect angle, but it's stopping now, and it's going to stop right in front of Crazy. Wow, that was really close. As Wild Drive put up a really good run for probably the last time we'll see it. Who knows, maybe in a few years, maybe we'll see it once again, but that was still a good run. Got really close right there to Crazy, as you saw. And how about that, too? The first truck came out the freestyle next to the truck that came out last. That is so funny. I just saw that, too. Got really close to the step up in cars right there. Put up a really great run and all. I wish it could have put up an even better run during regulation. The freestyle would have held on the lead probably a little bit longer instead of just one truck. As went up over everything. That was definitely probably the biggest jump off the bus stack, the van stack we saw from that side. I don't think anyone got anywhere near close to that. Crossfred smashed the rest of the van, lay on top of the other van stack into the jammer too. That was really cool. Went for the fountain right there as well. Did a whole bunch of everything out there. A really great run for Wild Drive. Nothing like a perfect sound off to its date, but it's the last time we'll probably see in a while. But we're not done here yet. And to wrap up the encore, we're going to have a tandem freestyle between the Houston natives of the area, Bling and Destroyer. As Bling will come out first, followed by Destroyer. Here we go to finish off the event. Bling and Destroyer coming out of the field. As here they go, right for a step up together. As they're going, what a start as they both jumped over crazy. Both going for the obstacles simultaneously. Destroyer going to the left, Bling going to the right. As they hit the obstacles simultaneously, Destroyer went for the double, cleared it. Huge sky wheelie off the bus. That van stack right there, that was the biggest one, beating Wild Drive as Bling had a huge sky wheelie off the step up as well in the bus stack. Huge crossfit. Oh, Destroyer landed on the cars. Bling jumped that bus stack too. Oh, this is beautiful. This actually feels so far even better than the R-Wing Encore from 10th anniversary last year. As Destroyer lines up for the bus stack, gonna land over the step up. Actually land on top of it. Huge out the box hand for Bling right there. As here we go, lines up for that step up. Got some big air right there. And oh, Bling land on top of crazy. Oh my god, what a finish that was. Huge air Destroyer got right there. Jumped the double as well. Oh my goodness, what a run these two are putting up now. As here we go, lines up, Bling for the bus stack, as Destroyer went for that car instead, going for those cars right there. As Bling slide out, almost went to the wall. Here we go, lines up for the crossfred. Got some big air land on top of that bus stack. Oh, on two wheels, and gonna go over. And Destroyer's gonna go over at the same time. Oh, wow. Simultaneous flip it over. What a finish that was. As we'll start off with Destroyer's highlights. Look at the air Destroyer got on that box. I mean, look at that. That's even bigger than what Wild Drive got. Holy crap. If someone could have gotten that in regulation, that would have been sick. That's so funny how they both flipped simultaneously. That Encore I thought was actually better than the 10th anniversary I-Wing Encore over a year ago. It was only two trucks, but they were both almost simultaneously. It wasn't even really choreographed. It just ended up being that way, and it looked so genuine, authentic, unlike a lot of the others. And we see right here, land on the cars, bad landing, and just went over just like it went over in its freestyle. Bling, on the other hand, came out, went right for that metal militia jump, jumped over crazy just like Destroyer did. Still flipped way too early as it would want to, but hey, got a nice sky wheelie off that bus stack. That looks almost like when the Jim went for his championship run in 2011. Got some big out the bus stack, and look at it, landed right on top of crazy. Should have probably kept on going and flipped over right there, but still managed to keep on going. Got some huge air off these obstacles too. That was just a bus stack. I got like 30 plus feet in the air, really huge distance, and he finished off right here. Did the crossfred, did a crooked angle on top of the van, and just went over right there. Didn't have really much of a chance after that. But with that, the Encore is over. And of course, gotta give a big congratulations to Crazy for winning its first freestyle in over almost 3 years, I mean to say. That was a huge win. And of course, gotta give a huge congratulations to Crazy Bull for winning its first racing event in a long time as well. As it's now time to roll out the final standings for the event. So we start off taking a look at the final stands for the event, and we're seeing qualifying. Outlaw just barely edged out Crush and Run. Remember, they both went against each other at the same time in the end. The top two qualifying spots, and of course, Crazy surprisingly number one. And then Mad Dog, Crazy Bull, Destroyer, Wild Ride, Blood Rage, Bling, Patriot, and Night Stalker counted for the top half. And to represent the second half, there was War Machine, Madness, Predator, MTWS Plunder, Wild Drive, Topsy-Turvy, Total Chaos, Damage Control, and Eruption, who was only last because of the 5-second penalty, which really changed around the bracket a lot. And then we get to racing, where we start off in round one when U Plunderer beat Wild Drive, Damage Control beat Madness, who flipped in its pass, Eruption beat War Machine, Topsy-Turvy beat MTWS, and then Predator beat Total Chaos. And we got into round two when Outlaw beat Ye Plunderer, Blood Rage beat Bling, Crazy Bull beat Damage Control, and then Eruption beat Mad Dog, Crazy beat Topsy-Turvy beat Crazy in that total finish, Night Stalker beat Destroyer after Destroyer struggled, Patriot barely beat Wild Ride when both of them struggled, and then Crush and Run barely beat Predator. So then we finished off racing when we looked at the quarterfinals when Outlaw beat Blood Rage after Blood Rage struggled. Crazy Bull beat Eruption, a close one. Topsy-Turvy beat Night Stalker. Then Crush and Run beat Patriot. In the semifinals, it was Outlaw Crazy Bull, getting its revenge on Outlaw and finally beat it after a long time since it did that. and then Crush and Run beat Topsy Turvy. And then the finals, Crazy Bull beating Crush and Run in a really, really close race. The 2 fastest time of the night race, and that was a big win for Crazy Bull. Then we get into freestyle as we see Crazy won freestyle as you're rewatching his run with a 37. Outlaw was second place with a 35. Very good event today for Outlaw then. Eruption was 33. Mad Dog had 32. MTWS had 31. Patriot was 31. Predator 30. Blood Rage 30. Destroyer 30. Wild Ride 30. Madness 29. So the top half almost had 30 or more. That's really good. And then the bottom half of freestyle had Crazy Bull getting a 28. Topsy Turvy with 28. Heat Plunder 27. Total Chaos 26. War Machine 25. Wild Drive 23. Crush and Run 23, Damage Control 20, Bling 20, and last place was Night Stalker with 13. So all but one truck got 20 or more. That's very good. And I just added it up. 5 of the 21 trucks did not fill the run. That is very impressive that 16 out of 21 did fill the run. And I just added it up. That means 76.2% of the trucks filled the run. Over 3/4. That is very, very good. And I just added up the scores. The average score tonight in freestyle was 27.66, almost 28. That's very good, especially considering for an event that did not have no backflip ramp or anything, because I wanted to show everyone that you don't need a backflip ramp to do a good event. The truck put up an incredible job, and I can't wait to see your guys' thoughts in the comments and the description, so let me know what you all thought about that as the event is pretty much wrapped up. As I now show the final results in terms of the track itself, as most of the paint was taken off, no surprise there. The fountain is now a mud puddle. We have so many bonus obstacles everywhere. 2 campers destroyed, one on the flatbed and one on the crane, which the crane itself got destroyed instead by and large. And as you can see, Crazy remains on the track as part of an obstacle that got really destroyed with that hood broken off, and of course breaking that axle near the end of its run and such. Both of those, all 3 vans got crushed. The box van got pretty good smashed in. The bus did too. Both bus stacks of cars and such. Because you know, monster trucks are at their best when they're crushing stuff with all that big air. And by the way, look at all the big air everyone was getting when they were crushing stuff too on landing. That's how monster trucks are supposed to be done, unlike the felled ass kissers would like to deny. So that will wrap up the event right here, as MTWS made its first return back to Houston since August 30th, 2015. Congratulations to Outlaw getting the #1 qualifier. Congratulations to Crazy Bull for winning racing, its first racing win in a while. And also I give good job to Crush and Run for being second place in both qualifying and racing. That's very close, especially since all of its races it could have easily been #1. And of course, congratulations to Crazy for winning its first freestyle in a long time. And funny enough, the last time we were here, August 30th, 2015, Crazy won freestyle there as well. So 2 wins in a row for Crazy in Houston. Crazy sure does love Houston, and Houston loves it right back. And of course, what an awesome encore it was. A very impressive job by Wild Drive in its only debut from competition. MTWS had an incredible return after almost 2 years away and such. This event was nice. It was nice to come back to MTWS again. And for all of you that don't know, 2019 is going to be a big, big year for MTWS. Don't expect any season coming back, unfortunately, but there's a whole bunch of stuff planned considering that it's the 10th anniversary and all. So, be on the lookout for that, because 2019 is going to be a big, big, big year for MTWS. And speaking of which, I really need to start working on throughout the holiday season on getting MTWS ready for 2019. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing MTWS return to Houston. Hope you enjoyed everything about this event, as get ready for 2019 because it's going to be a big year for MTWS. So see you guys next time in 2019 for some more MTWS action.